I never took rocks for jobs. Yeah, guys. Yeah, this is rocks for jobs. I never took rocks for jobs. I never took rocks, guys. This is rocks for jobs. I never took rocks for jobs. Guys, this is rocks for jobs. I never took rocks for jobs. I never took rocks for jobs.
Wheels spin on the ground. Sky dark rolls a sound. Echo in the heart's core. Ride like never before. Pedals screaming, wind howl. Freedom rushes through the soul. Chase the night, break the dawn. Never stop, keep rolling on.
Yo, dudes. Obviously, a little bit of a complication there with the microphone, guys. The Hypercast here wasn't picking up for some reason. HyperX Quadcast, dudes. Bros, Wednesday. What are we at? June 17th, I think. Not that early in the morning for me, but I've been up forever. 3 o'clock rolled around, couldn't sleep. I think I made it to 20 after 3, rolled out of bed. Got the coffee going. 3 hours later, we're live streaming, guys. Here we go. It's on. Tour de Suisse. I expect this to be a... Don's here already. OG Don in the mix. Been around since last year. Very, very beginnings of the Tour de France. The only moderator that the channel has ever had. He's in the house, guys. So be careful. Be careful what you do. Guys, it's the 2026 89th edition of the Tour de Suisse. Down to 5 stages now. It used to be a lot longer race. I think it used to be more of like a 9-10 stage race. It is the final warm-up multi-day stage race for the Tour de France. They are on course right now. We're in a place called Sondrio. It's only 144 kilometers today. And what I noticed about this entire event, guys, all the stages are very short. I don't think we have anything over 160 kilometers. Dude, right here, Hoi Hong. Hoi Hong, dude, are there any Vietnamese viewers? Dude, I'm not sure, but you might be number one. Dude, you might be number one. Colin says hi. This is Inside Cycling World. Dudes, let's get it. Dude, just correct me if I'm wrong. Is it Hoi? Who? We? Maybe it's we. Maybe it's we. Dude, give me a phonetic spelling of your name and I'll add you to the virtual pin map. Why don't we do that right now? Guys, we're going to do the virtual pin map. Sorry, guys, again, typing totally in the dark here. Yeah, I know. This is what it's like. This is just what it's like every day. So, just get used to it. I always forget which one I'm on. I think it's this one. There's multiple. Is this it? It is. They changed it. Don't steal my password. Thank you. So, dudes, here's our virtual pin map. And I know I don't have everyone. Hey, Flocky. Flocky32. Where are you from again, dude? I forget. I totally forget. And I know I'm missing people. How do we not have one person from France? Like, how? How is that possible? So, Wee Huang here, I think this is how you say his name. Are there any Vietnamese viewers? Kazakhstan Seaweed. Sorry, guys. My brain's all over the place today. Let me get dialed in here, guys. Line Circle. Yeah, dude, Pitcock is out. This is Line Circle here. I think Line Circle, you're from San Diego, correct? I think. Asant Blue, is it? Oh no, Asantolo, Kazakhstan. So are you representing Kazakhstan? I think you are. Let me just close some stuff here, guys. I like to keep things tight here. Dial in, lock in. We are in the pipe, 5x5 over here at Inside Cycling World, guys. It's stage 1. Banger turnout. The only guy we're missing that would have been fantastic here would have been Tom Pitcock. We don't have any live stream on Flow Bikes, I think, until 7:30. However, I can watch the race through PCS, Pro Cycling Stats. I'm also watching the race through Tour Tracker Live here. Kind of a weird one here. I think they've added some updates to Tour Tracker. I'm seeing these like arrows with numbers. I'm thinking that's the wind direction, perhaps, although it's kind of weird. Maybe that's what it is. Might be. We're at a place called Sondrio. I think there's a province of Sondrio. We'll go over to Google Maps here. You can see we're in Sondrio. We're just jammed down in this valley system here today. Hopefully you can see the mouse on screen there. So we start in Sondrio, we finish in Sondrio. We're right at the Italian and Swiss border. So we're actually in Italy today, guys. We are in Italy. We are not in Switzerland. We are in Italy. What else we got going on over here? Is that Lake Como? Yeah, there's Lago di Como right over here, guys. Lago di Como. Home of all the stars. Wow, there's so many nice lakes here. Locarno. Locarno's up here. Locarno. Yeah, so we're right on the border, guys, right in the Alps here. We'll be slipping in and out of the valley system up onto the climbs. We'll go jump back to Tour Tracker and kind of show that for you here. We'll have a little bit better of a look here. We can see the start point today. First climb of the day is a category 2. That means we must be over here somewhere, I would believe. Where's our start? Actually, I'm not even sure right now. It's, I think, 60 kilometers the start of the first climb. Yeah, we've got 144 kilometers in total, and I think we hit the first climb at 61 kilometers, and that's correct. Averaging 10% gradient. It's 3 kilometers long, averaging 10%. Spikes up to almost 21% gradient. We got 2 riders out front right now, Cedric Boulan and Frederick. That's a name I need to know how to pronounce. D with a V. Silent D. Versnays. For Uno X Mobility. Peloton right now with 137 riders, sitting at about 45 seconds back. They're only about 600 meters behind, guys. Bouncing around here. Oh, back here, guys. What was the best result for riders starting Tour de Suisse as their first race of the season since the year 2000? Tom Dumoulin, the Dumoulin dumpster, 41st place overall way back in 2021. Yeah, great memory, San Diego. Dude, I kind of pride myself on my memory. So Lion, I'm going to add you to the pin map here right away. Actually, we're going to do that live. Live. We're going to do that live, guys. Let's add Lions. It's Lion's Circle, I've noticed, too. He's in the Lion's Den, actually. So we're just going to drop a pin. You know, you don't live near Kim, so I'm going to say, oh, man, dude, you're killing it. You're up in the hills. You're somewhere. Yeah, you're up in the Granite Hills. That's my guess. And if it's wrong, I don't care. Oh, I got to upgrade my pin. Okay, dude, I'll upgrade that later. Okay, it's worth it. I love this map, dude. I'll have to do that later today. So everyone, let me know where you're from, and I'll add you to the pin map. Another subscription service for Colin coming up. Greetings, dudes. Flocky32. Hey, Flocky, where are you from again? Flocky said it's going to be a hot one, 35 degrees all week. Flocky, I totally forget where you're from, and you're not on the map. I'm very disappointed in myself for doing that. Wow, dudes, how do we have 64 people here this morning? You're watching Colin, Inside Cycling Wars. Guys, I've noticed the chat is doing a fantastic job here lately. I'm noticing the number of likes, guys. I don't really stare at all that stuff, but there's little things I'm like, hey, people are actually starting to like the videos, finally. I used to do videos in the past, and I get like 6 likes for like a 4-hour video. I think the last video we got 57 likes. So guys, if you're one of those people doing it, thank you so much. Yeah, you guys are part of the channel. Whitley Bay, what's up with Pitters? Okay, this dude here is from, I think his name's Andre. Dude, am I saying it right? It's spelled with an O, Andre Doleza from Prague, Czechia. Dude, you know there's a fantastic virtual cycling application from Czechia. I think Czechia, to correct me, dude, is the casual way of saying Czech Republic. Is that correct? I'm pretty sure about that. The cycling app. And dude, I tried to put my jersey on before, my Ruby jersey. It wouldn't fit. It would not fit me. It's so freaking tight on me. It's such a small. I think they sent me a large. I'm full size, man. Extra large over here. So Ruby is based, I think they're in Prague, the Czech Republic. Viral infection never started for Pitcock. Wout van Aert also has an elbow infection. I think I was saying to a friend this morning, guys, dudes, right now, race situation, 2 riders up the road early, 15 seconds back to the peloton. We got a banger startless here. Wout's out as well with an elbow infection. I said to a friend, I think pro cycling is kind of like they're walking the razor's edge. Yeah, walking the razor's edge of being elite, super healthy dudes to the next day, they're complete disasters. It's like complete train wrecks. I think their bodies are so stressed all the time. It's either the perfection of performance or I got a cold and I'm going to die. I mean, who gets an elbow infection? Yeah, that's just weird. And actually, guys, just a while ago, was it in Colombia? The guy died of an infection in his knee. I think maybe it's got something to do with, they're exposed to the infection. Their immune systems are probably so traumatized from all this racing that maybe they can't react to it as well as, say, someone that doesn't work out that much. That's what I think. Tell me if I'm wrong. Andre here saying, does the race start in an hour? I don't understand the schedule. No, dude, the race is underway right now. No video footage yet for me. So, Andre, I can't show you the video footage because my channel will be blasted into oblivion. But what we can see is, the stats. We can talk about the cycling. We can talk about whatever you want, dude. We can talk about Czechia if you want. So let me know, is Czechia like kind of I think it's the casual way of saying it. Don's also a member of Inside Cycling World. Yeah, Don, thank you so much, dude. I'm going to start doing that, guys. So, dudes, if you don't know on YouTube, you can subscribe. You can also, there's a join button, I believe. I should know more about this. It's my channel. And it's just a small monthly contribution to help support the channel more. Don's OG. Don is OG. So Don, thank you so much, dude. I think I will start blasting out a list of the members every day, every video. Guys, it means a lot. It means a lot. This is kind of like, it's a hobby, but it's definitely a side hustle too, guys. Like, I put a lot of time into this. The month of July, Colin doesn't sleep. I don't sleep really in the month of July. It's kind of like I've already told people, hey, July, I'm done. I can't do anything with those early French starts. Flocky, okay, East Anglia. Okay. I think we have talked about a Flocky. I think there's a famous sprinter right now that lives just south. Is Maddie Brennan just from outside of where you live? I think so. Could be. Yeah, I wish Pidcock was here. At least we got Vanderpool here so that he can do some sprint battles against Pogi. I'm hoping. I'm expecting this. Guys, look at the average speed right now. 71. Okay, there we go. But even still, 56.5k an hour. So we're starting on a bit of a false flat downhill here. I'm actually watching the Tour of Slovenia. So dudes, right now let's jump to the world of cycling here. Inside Cycling World, remember? Yeah, guys, I love looking at this here too. So Wout, I don't like this part. He's out of the Tour de France. Demi Vollering has pulled out of the Tour de Suisse women. That started today already. That's already happened. Arnaud Delis out of the Tour de Suisse. Tom Pidcock out of the Tour de Suisse right here. But he's been added to some Andorra Classic. Ali Wollaston's out. Tobias Lund Anderson out of the Tour de Suisse. That would have been fantastic for Decathlon to have him here. Out though. Second place in the Copenhagen Sprint. Just on June 14th. I did check this morning, guys. Fabio, we talked about it in the past year. Was it Tom Dumoulin? The Dumoulin dumpster himself was talking about Fabio. Like, he's not anywhere near World Tour level right now, which is probably true. He finished 114th in that race. I think out of 128 finishes, so he's not where he needs to be right now. Yeah, so we got the Baloise Belgium Tour going on. Tour of Slovenia. This is a really good race here, guys. The Baloise Belgium Tour. We'll take a look at the start list here. So this is going to be an all-out sprint war at the end. Watts Apocalypse coming up. In the start list of the Baloise Belgium Tour, 95th edition too. I won't even try to pronounce where we are. Scherpsheusel, Zekkum. Scherpenheusel, Heuvel, Zekkum. Dudes, UAE, we got Juan Sebastian Milano for sprints. Alpecin Premier Tech, Jasper Philipsen. Let's go, dude. However, Soudal Quickstep's got Tim Merlier here. Lotto Intermarché, no Arnaud Delis. Okay, so he's not there for that. Olav Koy for decathlon. That's their main sprinter. Binyam is there for NSN. So, guys, sprint beasts going at it. Soren Verenskol for Uno X. I'm liking Tom Crab being there again. Kind of my future guy. Let's take a look at Tom again. No contract at the end of this year. World Tour coming up, dude. 22 years old, you're going to be riding World Tour. Just watch. Just watch, dude. I could be your agent if he's not doing a good enough job for you. Just let me start talking, dude. I will fill it all in. He just finished 18th on June 7th at the Brussels Cycling Classic. Who did he finish behind? Jordi Meus, Milan Fretten, Binyam Girmay, Fritz Beisterbros. Who else? Anthony Turgis, Toon Arts, Anders Foldager, Paul Peno. Like, guys, quality sprinters here. And this dude is right there. So, looking really good. Matteo Moschetti for Pinarello was right there. And you know what today, too? Is he here? Sam Bennett's at Bella's Belgium Tour. I'm hoping he can pull something together here. Sam, please be racing. So he didn't finish the Copenhagen. Like, Sam Bennett's had a tough year, guys. Earlier this morning, I saw that he was back at the team car. And I'm like, please, no dropping out. Didn't finish the Copenhagen Sprint. Didn't finish Circuit Franco-Belge. Didn't finish Brussels Cycling Classic. Tom got, what did we say, 8th? Lots of DNFs this year. So Sam Bennett's struggling this year. He was with Decathlon the last 2 years. Bora before that. 22, like a 21-20, he was like the big deal. He was the big deal. DeCoinne Quickstep, he was their guy. 5 stages at La Vuelta, 2 stages at the Tour de France, 3 stages at the Giro in 2018, and now just a lot of DNFs. It's kind of sad to watch this, but I hope he can pull something out here. Come on, Sam. Not saying I'm going to think he's going to win, but just a good sprint. Let's anything but a DNF. We want anything but a DNF. Let's get like a top 20, a top 30. Get some confidence back for him there. I'll jump back over to the Tour de Suisse guys. Yeah. Rail. Nothing like Suisse starting in Italy. Oh, I wonder if there's ever been an edition of the Tour de Suisse with the Mortarolo. Okay, Rail saying east of Sondrio, you can find the Mortarolo and Aprica. Okay, Andre saying yes, you're sorry, guys. Dudes, so if you're new, Andre, I know you're brand new here. Sometimes I get distracted and I miss the chat, but I always come back and I will follow the chat. I ended up being like sometimes half an hour behind, but I'm always in this chat with you guys. Dudes, right now, so they've let them go. Last time we had a look at this, it was a 15-second break. It's out to 3 minutes and 20 seconds now. I can show you on Tour Tracker better once we find out where these guys are. Here they are. So we got 2 riders in the break, and it looks like they're going directly into a headwind. Light winds, I believe. I'm going to come back here. Let's check the weather during the race. Oh, yeah, it's sweltering, guys. Average temperature, 31 degrees Celsius. Max 32. That's right on 90 degrees Fahrenheit. Yeah, I know. It's not Vegas. Or it's not 90 Fahrenheit with humidity. But, dudes, these guys are killing themselves on the bikes. Here's a funny one, guys. Funny, not funny. I know I commented on Facebook about it. So the Canadian Fondo Championships or Gravel Championships, I can't remember what it was. Michael Woods, I think he won it. Yeah, I'm pretty sure he won it. Michael Woods, World Tour fame, Rusty Woods. Where did he finish up? EF? He finished up at EF, I believe. He wins the race, and then they canceled the race afterwards. Why? Because it was 30 degrees Celsius. Yes, that's hot. That is hot. And there were some riders getting into trouble out there, overheating. But that's part of cycling. Right? And so I just made the comment, 30 degrees Celsius. Yeah, okay, it's Canadian. Right? It's Canada. I get it. Try Provence in July. Try Spain in August. La Vuelta. They don't shut down the race because it's 30 degrees Celsius. They just keep going. If you need to slow down, slow down. Pour a bottle over your head. I guess maybe because it was a Fondo, less support. Maybe people weren't packing enough water with them. And I think there were a couple of people who got into real trouble. But the race was already won. So, not sure what they're thinking. So yeah, it's quite hot out there, guys. It says the wind is under 10 kilometers an hour right now. These two are blasting away 3 minutes and 20 seconds. So right now, we're heading in a westerly direction. We will be going right down the length of the valley here all the way. We turn around. We're going to have a tailwind at that point before we take on our first Category 2 climb of the day. It is called the Buglio in Monte. With not brutally crazy. It is 3 kilometers at 10%, but this says there's some areas of upwards of 21% gradient. Second climb of the day is another Category 2. Guys, if you hear me stumbling over my words, I'll tell you why. I bit my tongue really bad, way on the back. I don't know how. What was I doing? You don't want to know. You don't want to know. And the joke, my mouth has just been goobering. I think it's trying to heal itself. So I feel like I'm always stumbling over my words right now. Yeah, there you go. Tough life. First world problems. Rail, very busy week. Baloise, Belgium, and Slovenia going on right now. Eddie's from Sarawak, Malaysia. Eddie, you are on the pin map. Mathieu van der Poel is here. I'm expecting Mathieu to win a stage. He'll be able to hang on most of the climbs. Anything that involves kind of a semi-hard finish, Mathieu will be there battling Pogi all the way. Czech Republic, the home of Peace Tour leftovers. Would love a peace race like the Grand Tour with Poland, Czechia, and Slovakia. Yeah, that's right, Andre. Czechia is the Czech Republic. Yeah, and I think it's more of a casual way. I was deep into all this stuff when I was more involved with Ruvi. I am back on riding Ruvi now. Guys, we've covered just under 20 kilometers, average speed right now, around 46 kilometers an hour. Today we've got 2,600 meters of climbing. So it's a good little day of climbing. That's probably like 7.5 to 8,000 feet of climbing today in total. What's crazy is 2 Category 2s, and there's a climb. Looks like we top out at around kilometer 32. Not even categorized. It's the highest point of the day. They decided, yeah, forget it. We're not categorizing it. Don't worry about it. Walk it off, bro. Just going to keep cruising here. Yeah, pro cycling seems like mountain climbing in terms of danger vault. Yeah, guys, if you don't know Oscar Onley for Ineos Grenadiers, remember how he disappeared from that one stage at the last race, which in my brain right now is gone? The Dauphiné, I just remembered it. Guys, I had honestly just forgotten in my head there. Great memory at times, other times it's just garbage. So the rumor on Onley is he's very questionable for the Tour de France. He is supposedly at a high altitude training camp already with the team. I've got inside sources. No, I don't. I just know someone that knows a lot more about cycling than I do. And when he went over the barriers, it was a 50-meter ravine down below, 150 feet, 160 feet roughly. And apparently when they found him, he was kind of like hung up in a tree. So the tree stopped him from plummeting 50 meters downward. Dudes, he would have been dead. He would have been dead. Oscar Onley would have been dead to fall 50 meters like that. So, yeah, like I said earlier, he's pretty lucky to be just alive. Don saying, I know when I used to ride 150 miles per week outside, I was exposed to the elements, breathing all the air. I was affected by all the pollution. Yeah, guys, I just think like we don't realize that. Like these athletes are so on the edge, such low body fat, stressing their body so much. Like when you're sick, your doctor says, hey, don't work out. You're on antibiotics, don't work out. These guys got to try to battle through it. So just imagine you got this big nasty thing on your elbow or on your knee. You're probably on antibiotics. Your performance is just going to bomb. And you're just subjecting your body to more stress. Your body can't fight the infection as bad. Yeah. Czechia is spelled like Czechia. Czechia. Eddie's saying I don't sleep mostly during the World Cup. The World Cup in my time is 3 a.m. Eddie, I feel your pain, bro. I feel your pain. That's Tour de France for me. All these races, really. But yeah, I just woke up in the middle of the night here. My brain absolutely racing. Rolled around for 20 minutes. Rolled out of bed at 20 after 3. I've been awake for 3 hours before the stream started today. What's on the agenda today, guys? We're going to do the live stream. I got to get to town. I need a haircut so bad. Like, I hate my hair right now, so I got to get my hair cut. Probably swing by the office just to say hi to everyone. I've kind of tweaked my arm a little bit too. Got to take a couple dogs to the groomers. That's when I'll get my haircut. Get home, ride the bike. Ride the bike, guys. Had some crazy weather yesterday, guys, when I was at that little place in Carbon looking at the church. Dude, the church was like crazy. So I was at a church in Carbon. It's for sale. It has asbestos. But the beauty of it is that you don't even have to remediate it. You just got to kind of cover the asbestos up because it's not in the air. It's built into like the plaster and some tiles. So I asked the town foreman, what would you do? And he goes, I would do nothing. He says, the second you disturb one of those tiles, you have to put permits into the government. Like, we're doing this. There's asbestos. Ooh, ah. Then everyone starts getting scared. It's absolutely fine to walk around inside it. Fantastic place. Really funky. It was a Baptist church. So this client is thinking about buying it to make it a residence and like a studio for all sorts of different stuff. Movie shoots. Wonder what kind of movies he's going to be filming there. I don't even want to know, actually. Don't want to know. Andorra Classic is last year's creation. The first edition was won by Skelmos. Okay, dude, I'm going to look that up. When's that one on? That must be right away. Let's bounce back here to Pro Cycling Stats. And just have a quick peek here. Home. The Andorra next races. It's got to be, yeah, here it is right here. Andorra Morablanc Classica. It's a 1.1 race, one-day race, June 21st. And just a few riders we'd see signed up for it. Well, we know Pidcock is. We got Team Pulte Visit Malta there. Mifsud, Bice. Crescioli, this dude. Yeah, Crescioli at the Giro. He did really well. Wow. The Giro seems like a lifetime ago to me right now. So, we're going to have the Spanish national team there, a couple of Conti teams, Pro Series teams, Bardiani. Solution Tech Nippo Rally. We haven't seen much of them yet this year on any of the big races. They haven't had any invites. Team Pulte, we've seen a lot. Euskadel, Euskadi, guys. Yes. Yes. I love this team. It's usually everyone, it's all Spanish riders. Actually, let's take a look at it. Look at this team. They got a Pole, Frenchman, Dutchy, and a guy from Great Britain here. But it's like all Spanish riders, all the Basques. Let's get it. Equipo Current Farmer's going to be there. Cajaral, Cofidis, Burgos BH. I really like this team too. Unibet Rose Rockets. But we will have, it looks like 5 World Tour teams there. So that's going on June 21st. Pidcock will be recovering. Until then, back to the Tour de Suisse. Average speed right now, 51.1 an hour. So it's hammer time, guys. Hammer time. Pace is going to be exceptionally high, I think, till we get to those climbs. Breakaway is going to try to establish. There's going to be other riders trying to go up the road here soon. Eddie's saying if Picnic Post NL gets invited to the Tour of Langkawi. Mostly 60% gets invited. Fabio Jakobsen likely a main sprinter. Dude, he's got to get back on his game. I think I talked about it before. Dude, Fabio Jakobsen is only 29 years old. It's not like he's old and done. Tim Merlier, I think, is 31, turning 32. One of the fastest guys in the world. I think with Fabio, it's here. Something's bugging him. Something's bugging him in his brain right now. And he can't. It's not like he's not. I'm sure he's doing all the training rides. He just doesn't have that confidence anymore. Who knows? Could have been some wrecks. He had one of the worst crashes you've ever seen on TV. Maybe that's affecting him, but he did come back and had some great results after that. Previous stage wins for Alpecin Premier Tech at the Tour de Suisse. Mathieu van der Poel in 2021 won 2 stages. Yeah, Mathieu van der Poel won stage 3 over Christophe Laporte, Julian Alaphilippe, Michael Matthews, Max Schachmann. So that would have been more of a sprint finish, guys. Not tier 1 sprinters, but some fast riders here. Michael Matthews, Max Shackman, he's their main sprinter there. We'll back up and we'll see stage 2 of that same race. Mathieu van der Poel over Max Shackman, Wout Poels, Mark Hirschi, Carapaz. Oh, wow. Dudes, if you look at this stage, so this would have been from 2021. Just have a quick peek at this stage here. I don't know. It's maybe a little bit flatter at the beginning, today's stage, but then kind of lumpy, bumpy like this. 3 category 2s at the end. This is 2021 here. Mathieu van der Poel won it. Then we'll come back to today's stage. Kind of the same setup. Right? Am I wrong or am I wrong? You know, we got 4 climbs here, 2 category 2s, 2 category 3s. This is a Mathieu van der Poel special. Outside of this one climb where we peak out with about 30 kilometers to go here. Matt, thanks for the coverage of the Dauphiné. Nice win by Del Toro. Yeah, dude, I love that guy. Yeah, Wout is out of the Tour de France. Wout is out of the Tour de France. Get Simon Yates out of retirement. With the Feeney and Campenarts. Guys, don't forget. Oh, I can't remember his name right now. Is he going to it? Let's have a look. Who's the new climbing lieutenant for Jonas? Remember, I kept talking about it. It used to be Sepp. Now it's... I hope he's going. I don't see his name. God, he was just at the Dauphiné. Sorry guys, I'm trying to remember his name right now. Anyone? Piganzoli. Davide Piganzoli. Yeah, he should be at the Tour de France, but he's not. June 18th, the Route de Occitania. And then Il Lombardia late in the year. He's going to do something else in between, guys. That's 4 months in between those races. So he'll be doing a lot more racing this year. 8th overall at the GC in the Giro d'Italia. 2nd in the youth classification. Got a 3rd on stage 9. 6th on stage 16. 4th on stage 14. This guy is bang bang time. Let's go. Tour de France. Sign him up. I put him at Tour de France to help. If Wout's not there, they need some more firepower now, I think. Back to the Tour de Suisse, guys. Czech Tour gets upgraded from Europe to Pro Series. Yeah, the Czech Tour is later in the year. I think I did a little bit of that one last year. Dude, I'm just going to read here. I'm just going to kind of skim. Oh, rail. So this must be the last stage of the Tour de France. There's still Montmartre, but the stage itself is a bit easier with only 3 passages of that awesome little cobble climb around that church. I loved that last year. That was an awesome finish to the Tour de France last year with Wout just obliterating everyone. Pogi held on strong. Like I said, though, I think Pogi was told, dude, shut it down. Shut it down, bro. You can't crash out on the last stage. Rail saying today a lot of those hills are new to me. Morning dudes, Fab Cycling. Dude, welcome from the Caribbean. Eddie's asking what will be the time gap of Taddy if he wins the Tour. Dudes, let's take a look at the start list here. Taddy, Tim Wellens, Grossschartner, McNulty, Domin Novak, Niels Pollitt, Jonathan Narvaez. Like, come on. Like, that team is just incredibly strong. We got Mathieu van der Poel for the long-range sprints. The hard days, not for the all-out pure sprints. He won't win the big climbs, but the hard days. Mathieu van der Poel, probably the coolest guy in World Tour cycling. He's got Emil Verstringer here to help him out. Luca Vergalito, Caden Groves. Haven't seen Caden since he crashed out of the Giro. So Caden will be here for some sprints. I'm not sure how he's going to handle today with these climbs. Riccatello's back. Jordan Labrosse, Paul Lapierre, Thies Benoot. Over at EF, we got Richard Carapaz, Albanese, Markel Balaki, Rafferty, Luke Lamperti, he's a sprinter. Colby Simmons, Groupama FTJ, Remy Cavagna, Valentin Madouas, Romain Gregoire. This guy's really good too. Yeah, this dude. Just a name that you don't. Yeah, dude. Tour of Britain. He won it last year. Yeah. Come on, dude. What's he doing? Tour de Suisse. And then what? No Tour de France? Nice results. Check this out for this guy. This is this year. Liège-Bastogne-Liège, 7th place. Flèche Wallonne, 9th place. Amstel Gold Race, 4th. He's like constantly top 10. Strada Bianche, 4th. Milan San Remo, 18th. Right there, all the time. Tour of Luxembourg, I did all of that race last year, guys. 18th in the GC, won a stage, actually won 2 stages. Tour of Britain, number 1 in the GC, won a stage. Tour de France, 34th overall. Dude, get to the Tour de France. Wow, this guy should be at the Tour de France. Have they announced the full team yet? I don't know if they have. Guys, I'll probably do a rider's presentation video. I actually really like those events. You get to see the dudes normal. You get to see them walk on stage. They don't have helmets on. They don't have sunglasses on. You kind of see what they really look like. Yeah, so he looks really good there. For Bahrain, Tiberi, Afonso Eulalio's back, guys. Eulalio's back. Here we go. Love this guy. Only has a contract at the end of this year at Bahrain Victorious. Do you think his agent's in discussions already? Number 1 in the youth classifications at the Giro. Number 6 in the GC. And just absolutely did a fantastic job at this race. Defending that jersey, holding on as long as he could. With a team that's really not GC contending. They're just not. They're more of like a stage win team. This guy, future superstar right here, 24 years old. Eulalio's here. Ineos, yeah, different. This is going to be like stage wins for them. No real GC guy here. Trek, we got Baglioli. Mollema on his retirement tour. Thibaut Nace is back. Okay, I like that. So I think you can see where the GC is going to be. Primos is here, guys. Finfisher Black. Mauro Schmidt, I expect him to be here. Paul Double, who will do good on the climbs. Skelmos. Yeah, Mikel Landa back in action too. Mikel Landa crashed out at the Itzulia Basque Tour. So he's back in action finally, 36 years old. Guys, I'm going to catch up with the chat here because I don't want to fall behind too much. I'm trying to stay better with that. Rail's asking, are the hills too hard today for Van der Poel? 1 kilometer at 12%. Yeah, that last kick of the day will be brutal. 1 kilometer, guys, at average 12% gradient. Category 3 climb. And before that, you've got a 1.4 kilometer at 9.2%. And there's not much space in between those 2 climbs. What do we got for points today? We've got 6 through 1. So it's 6 points for category 2. So we got 2 of those out there. Category 3 will be just 3, 2, and 1 points, paying out to the first 3 riders. So someone's going to go crazy and try to get the points. It's, probably one of these 2 here, Buellens or Fred. Oh, yeah, we just call him Fred. That first category 2, you might just get 1 of them, and that could secure your day, depending when the peloton catches up with these guys. Whitley Bay saying Pogi will win by 1 minute and 43 seconds. Rails, yeah, only 2 guys in the break. That's lame. I guess hot weather made the dudes sleepy. Yeah, dude, it's sweltering out there. I still have no coverage yet. Good morning, dudes, from the Aaron. Matteo Malicelli not confirmed yet, but likely join Astana. Oh, since Astana confirmed. Oh, okay, he'll be the biggest threat. Yeah, Matteo Malicelli is a very good sprinter for Astana. Aaron, we have seen Fred in great form lately. Let's take a look at him. I don't know if it was the Dauphiné or the Giro. Yeah, the Giro. Dude, he won a stage. Yeah. How do we forget that? Guys, is it just me? Yeah, he won stage 15 in that big break. Some decent results. But yeah, Uno X is always in the break too. And this is how you get stage wins, guys. You always got to go in the break. You're not going to win the stage if you don't have tier 1 sprinters on some of these longer, flattish stages. What did that stage look like? Pan flat. Pan flat. And actually, we got a little picture of him here. You know what's crazy? I didn't know that it was this story of the day here. This is kind of cool here. Story of the day. So yeah, he's won stages this year already. It actually says right here, last victory for riders in Group 1. Fred at the Giro and Cedric Boulin. Individual time trial at a race way back in 2015. He has not won for 11 years. Are you kidding me? Come on! He's 29. So he hasn't won since he was 18 years old? Wow. Wow, that's kind of a cold streak there, right? Big guy too, 1.9 meters tall. So this guy's rocking around at 6'3". He rucks up at 6'3", guys. You know what I'm saying? Fab, anyone watching the Tour of Taddyland? Yeah, we're all watching it, dude. Racing in Andorra, okay with this later on. A Dutch breakaway specialist with a Polish license riding for a once famous Basque team. His brother is still riding for Netherlands. Real. Piganzoli was just at the Giro. Maybe give a chance to Nordhagen. Yeah, Nordhagen looked really good too. Yeah, he looked really good. I think on the TT, remember the TT at the team time trial? I think Nordhagen was like one of the last guys there. They were all doing the send 2 guys at the very finish, and he was right there. I should probably look him up again. Wait, Rick Frickantello is here. Yeah, he was sick for the Dauphiné. Sickness. You know, he ate something bad the night before, woke up, pulling a Dumoulin, and said, that's it, man. I ain't going out there. Stephen Spalding, morning from the U.S. Go Taddy. Rohan. Oh, dude, check this guy. We got a new bro here. Guys, I got to upgrade the pin board. Watch is going to be like $99 to upgrade or something crazy like that. At that point, I will revert to an old one. I will put it behind me with little pin stickers in there just to be a cheapo. Rohan Milson, Piganzoli is terrific. Visma may think he's still too young for the tour. Dude, that's kind of my first guess too. They're like, yeah, let him mature a little bit more. But he's going to do a ton more racing in the year. Maybe the Vuelta later in the year. Yeah, dude, totally, Aaron. This finish sort of is a Gregoire profile. Absolutely. Verstringer may do decently in GC for Alpecin. No coverage yet. I think coverage said 7:35 my time. So we're still 30 minutes away. Like, crappy coverage, guys. I've got Slovenia on right now. In that race, there's 4 riders in a breakaway there. Equipa and Pharma guys there. It looks like, I don't know who that is, but there's a decathlon rider in that mix. FTJ would need to smash the final 2 climbs for Gregoire, as Vanderpool is much faster than the Alaphilippe. Jan, okay. Yeah, I'm expecting Matthew to win something here, guys. Aaron's predicting the Lally will finish between 30th and 40th. Who's this? 9. Guy's name is 9. NSN had a DNF already. Okay, dude, let me catch up and I'm going to go back to all this stuff. Yeah, I'm trying to avoid the sticky ball yellow cards early on. I'm trying. Yeah, I saw the Flocky. I saw the women's race too. Yeah, we should talk watches. Guys, okay. Who's a watch guy here? Who's a watch guy here? And guys, I don't really care what watches you wear. Do you like to wear a watch still? I love wearing a watch. Don't have one on right now, though. It comes off every night. I like to have a watch on so I don't have to pull my phone out every 4 seconds. It's the only jewelry that I wear because I kind of consider it jewelry. Like, it's just kind of like a jewelry with a function. I got some good ones. I got some whatever ones, and I like wearing watches. I am considering a new watch. Rail saying never wore a watch in life. Guys, the nearest one I can reach right now, this is just the Seiko 5, whatever, the new ones. It's kind of like this would be like the Seiko SKX 007 version 2.0. Like, if you're a watch guy, doesn't matter if you wear a Rolex or whatever, I guarantee you probably own a Seiko SKX 007. You probably do. It's like the ultimate bomb-proof watch that you can smash it to pieces. It's tough. It's got great features on it. It always works. And you can probably buy them for, I think in its day, you probably bought them for $250 US. So when you're going to go do something really brutal outside, I don't know, swinging an axe, maybe take the Rolex off, put the 007 on, because it'll survive it. I'm not sure if the Rolex would. So I got that one just laying around right here. Chocolate, guys. I like good chocolate, but I couldn't really tell you what. Yeah, it's the cocoa content or whatever. I don't know. I do have my Festina watch. It does need a battery. It's it's a quartz battery watch. I think I have one other quartz watch, but it's a solar powered quartz watch, and I love it. It's a Citizen. It's their little dive watch that's indestructible as well. Fab Song by Taddyland. I meant Slovenia. Yeah, dude, Slovenia race on. That's the one I'm watching right now. There's 30.2 kilometers to go. Guys, I'll jump over there so you can hear what's going on. Tour of Slovenia, Diego Iriarte, Axel van der Tuuk. We just mentioned him, didn't we? Yeah, his brother is Danny. So someone, I think it was Rail talking about it there, if I mixed that up. Sorry. Danny is his brother, and here's Axel van der Tuuk. Riding here. Rides for Euskadi. So he's at this one here. Isn't he doing... Yeah, he's doing the Andorra one later in the year, too. Sam Brand, Tomas Pridal. So there was 4. It's down to 2 now in the break. And it's actually saying Diego is struggling to hold on now. Peloton really stretched out here. This stage was only 141 kilometers long. Mostly downhill, but there's little bumps along the way just to keep them on their toes. Yeah, Sam Brand has just been caught watching that, and Tomas Pridal has been caught. Team United Shipping, that's another team I've never heard of. Let's take a look at this guy here, Tomas Pridal, Team United Shipping. Czech rider. He's from Sternberg, 22 years old here for Team United Shipping. Come back to the Tour de Suisse. So yeah, we've got the Baloise Belgium Tour going on. In that one, we've covered 88 kilometers, still 100 Ks to go. 4 riders in the front group. 230 back to the Peloton. But guys, that Peloton behind us has some of the world's best sprinters. Milan's not there. Groenewegen not there. I better check that. I don't think he is. Unibet, are they here? Yeah, Groenewegen's not here today, but Kubis is there. Lucas Kubis can do quite well in the sprint. Emilien Giner, he's quite fast. Milan Fretin, very fast. Sam Bennett, let's pray he's fast. That's what I'm praying for. Ooh, still looking. Varen Skold can be very fast. Jonas Abramson, he might go from 15K out by himself. We don't know. Binion Girmay, obviously very fast. Case Olav Koy. Olav Koy. I listened to all the pronunciations this morning, trying to get them down. For decathlon, very, very fast rider. Sudal right here. Tim Merlier. Jasper Philipsen. Throw one. Sebastian Milano. Guys, there's going to be sprint trains. The freight trains are coming through today, guys. They're coming through. So get ready for it later today. Back to the Tour de Suisse. That's where we're here. 2 riders are front still. 304 on the Peloton. Let's take a look at the little map here. So they've gone the whole length of the valley system to the west. They've now turned and are heading back to the east. You can see here on the map, they're really not that far, like the roads. They're running parallel to each other. First climb of the day comes up after 60 kilometers. It's the Buglio in Monte. 3 kilometers at 10% gradient. That's going to be tough. Warm up of the day. Hopefully by then we have some video footage so I can see what's going on with the riders. I'm going to catch up. Don wears watches all the time. His watch used to be a Fitbit. Fancy watches for special occasions. Eddie uses a normal watch. If you wear a watch, you know what a pay phone booth was. Exactly. Tudor is a watch company. Exactly, dude. Tudor is baby Rolex, essentially. They have watches that are virtually the same. Spent 20 grand on a Rolex, 4 to 5 on a Tudor. Pretty much get all the same stuff. X-Men, this is the only one week race Primos did not win yet. George Furman, thank you, dude. George, I believe George is from Mexico. George, are you from Laredo? Was George from Laredo? No, or La Paz. La Paz, I think. I talked about Laredo, though. Or is George from the other place on more of what I would call mainland Mexico, not the Baja? Justin saying, do you have Tour de France on live stream now? Flow Sports hasn't started. You know, dude, it hasn't started. Hasn't started. Terrible coverage. Like the last tune-up race for the Tour de France, and they're not showing the majority of it. All we've got is stats to go by and my terrible stories. You can follow along too. Check this dude out. Tony. Tony, I'm looking at your name, deciding how. Dude, I like just Tony Cool. Tony Cool is what we're going to call you. Hello there. Tony, where are you from, dude? Tony Kubaradu. Tony Kubaradu. Tony Kubaradu. Dude, I think that's close. X-Men saying, I heard Primos will not race TDF, but will race the Vuelta later this year. Luke Tuckwell not going to the Tour, but Vuelta instead. Yeah. He'll probably need a break. Gonna catch up. Tony's cheering for Pogi to do something to disrupt the sprinters. Only 5 stages. Yeah, guys, didn't the Tour de Suisse used to be like 9-10 stages? It's definitely lost some of its prestige, I think. I do like this format, though, where it's shorter stages. And what I'll do, I'll show you that here, guys. If we look at all the stages coming up this year, the longest stage is 157.7 kilometers. That's it. Locarno to Locarno. Dude, I love this place. Bad Rasgaz. Bad Ragaz. What a name. Then we got a time trial on Saturday. Yes, dude. My favorite day of the week. And then we got the tough day will be the Sunday with 4,400 meters of climbing. This is Pogi Day right here, guys. So realistically, we're going to see some great battles between Pogi and Machu out there on course. Hopefully we see some more of the wildcard riders. We mentioned him, Romain Grégoire. Maybe it's his time to start shining here. He already has this year, but this is the Pogi Day. Dude, check it out. Col de la Croix 3 times. First, they do a tiny little climb of it. They must start near the top. Yeah, they do. They start near the top of it. Bomb down it, straight back uphill. 19.1 kilometers at 7%. Come on! That's an HC Ors category. Downhill again, back into the valley. Straight back up. Downhill again, and I'd have to determine... Dude, it looks like they're going to finish back on the exact same climb right where they started. That's what I'm guessing here, just by that finish line. I'll have to take a look at the map. Yeah, that's what it looks like. Sure it is. Take a look at the map here. Villers-sur-Olon. They start in it. They go on a counterclockwise loop. So they're starting almost at the top of the climb. And then take it on 2 more times fully and do a partial climb the 3rd time around. Wow, brutal. Absolutely brutal there. So, dude, that's coming up on Sunday. I'm looking forward to that one. We'll come back here. Stage 1. 31 degrees out there, guys. Brutal. Maybe they should cancel the race. Cancel. So, yeah, back to that whole Canada thing, guys, with that being canceled. I got to imagine there's just lack of support out there. Fondo gravel race, whatever it was, they don't have cars everywhere with the riders. So, yeah, you could get in trouble pretty easy. You know, I would probably just, like, you know, have a knife with me, kill a bear, and then drink its blood if I had to. You know, I've been known to do that before. Okay, moving on, guys. Don saying my dad liked Rolex and Omega. Do you guys say Omega or Omega? I think most of the real watch dudes, I was going to say snobs. I didn't want to say that. I think they say Omega. George Furman, chocolate, or better say cacao. Another contribution of Mexico besides Del Toro to the world community. Taken to Europe by conquistadors. Oh, dude, that's right, George. You are from Mazatlan. I forgot about that. And many other places. A man of many places, George. I love it. Dude, is it Jorge? Do we call you Jorge? Or is it really George? Oh, Aaron saying bad private plane crash in Laredo, Texas. I didn't know about that. Rail. Yeah, dude, I think you're right. The original corn. Yeah, I think it's Mexico. I believe so too. And I think maize, right? And now it's been just kind of messed up, selective, whatever you want to call it, and it's not really the same thing anymore. Oh, Mexican hot chocolate, so nice below 10C. Yeah, Tour de Suisse is usually 9 days, so down to 5, guys. Guys, how does Switzerland not have the funding to promote a bike race? Like, come on. It's, money capital of the world. How do you not have the money? It's time to start bucking up, taxpayers. Stop sheltering your cash. Rail saying, is paprika also originally from Mexico? There's a lot of stuff we imported from the Americas. Asanto, dude, I'm struggling with your name. Asan. Okay, maybe it's just Asan Tolo. Is that your name? Asan Tolo? Cheering for Astana. Who is here for Astana? For Astana, Alberto Bettiol. Yes, dude. Clement Champoussin. Evgeny Fedorov. Marco Schrettel. That's a name I don't know very well. Darren Van Beckham. Sergio Higuita. And Nicholas Vinokurov. Yeah, that's one famous name, dudes. Dudes, why can he not have the blonde hair that his dad has? Why can he not have the blonde hair that his dad had? Yeah, probably dyed it. From Kazakhstan. 23 years old. So he's got a twin brother. Nicholas Vinokurov? Dude, I didn't know they were twins. I honestly didn't know that. I was hoping he had the blonde hair then. What happened? Yeah, this guy, absolute legend, only 52 years old. Last race in 2012. Won the Olympic road race way back in 2012. Clean. Super clean. Like they all were. Tour de France, 31st. Won Liège-Bastogne-Liège twice, 5 years apart. Won the Vuelta a España. Gold medal at the Olympics, 2012. 2 Paris-Nices, 4 stages of the Tour de France. Amstel Gold Race, 4 stages at La Vuelta. Tour de Suisse in 2003. Who did he beat? There we go. Alexander Vinokurov. Oscar Pereiro. Kim Kirchen. Jan Ulrich. Dudes. Some really good names here. Some I can't even remember. Bobby Julich. Brad McGee. Alex Zula. Oh, I love it, dude. So many good names in the past. I'm sure you guys remember all these names too, and they're just some I haven't thought about in years. Wow. Fabian Cancellara finished 56th. An hour behind. Wow. Dudes, rabbit holing. We're going down the rabbit holes here. So we got 3 Vinokurovs at World Tour level. 1's retired. 2 are bros that don't have blonde hair. That's what we've learned. Lenley Jr. Dude, I watch on Flow Bikes, paid subscription. Sadly, I can't show it because I will be struck down. Had it happen last year. So it's more of like, dude, it's like a radio commentary broadcast, and for you guys to share all your knowledge about cycling. That's what I do here. Dudes, we have 140 people here. Guys, hit the like button. Please hit the like button. Please subscribe. Become a member if you want. Support the channel any way you feel like. Best way to support the channel is just being here. Be here in the chat. Okay, Jorge is saying, domesticated the corn into what is today. Multiple colors, varieties of corn. Mexicans give you a basic survival grain. Yeah, dude, I always said here, if I had to pick one food, it would be some kind of Mexican food. I probably would like seafood more if I just ate more when I'm down there. Thinking about going back later this year. Have a little look down there. Yeah, Aaron, stage 5 looks insane. And it was someone here last time that said stage 5 looks like a Zwift race, which I'm like, okay, I see what you're saying. Because that would be Zwift, repeat the same climb over and over. Blue Cartel is saying light work. I'm not sure what that means. Travels with Tony drops in. And back to Tony Kuburaidu. Pogi might not make all stage races because only the Spanish one day race will be missing if he wins this race, but he is willing to give up the Tour of Flanders to complete the stage race. Yeah, they had a list just a while ago, guys. Out of the 7 races, Pogi is missing one. I guess it is this one. Yeah, votes definitely not the Tour. We heard that, Justin. What was it? Infected elbow. Aaron's asking, does anyone know who's winning the Baby Giro this year? I think I saw a quick highlight yesterday. Let's take a look. Baby Giro. Giro d'Italia Next Gen Stage 3, won by Jasper Schoofs. I like that name. Let's take a look at it. Let's do GC. Is Jasper Schoofs. Okay, that's Stage 3. Okay, it looks like he won Stage 3, and does that mean he's got the actual GC? Points jersey, yeah. So Simone Zanini and then Matteo Van Huffel. Guys, these are all names that are probably going to be interesting in the next few years. Bounce back here, Tour de Suisse, and get this chat finished up, and then we're hitting a nature break right away because we got our first climb coming up. Guys, I'm going to do that right now, actually. Coffee's, yeah, guys, give me 2 minutes. Put the Jeopardy theme music on. I got to go heat some coffee up because I made it through over 3 hours ago. Nature breakaway. And hopefully by the time I come back, we'll be right at this climb. right, dudes, back inside the 10x10 cube of cycling dominance and training excellence center. Dudes, got the coffee here. Had to heat it right up. And just gonna start catching up here, guys. I'm way behind. 34 degrees in Valencia. Parts of Spain at 42 degrees Celsius. Crazy. World's ending, guys. World's ending. George saying vanilla, corn, cacao, etc. Things you can't imagine. And beautiful senoritas indeed. We forgot tequila, but we all know that. That's a given. Oh, Aaron's asking, did we get an update from the dad who had his daughter racing at the amateur racing camp? No, dude, we haven't. Blue's saying it's Omega. Omega. Dude, I just hear people calling it... I want to call it... Okay, I think you're saying Omega. That's how I would say it. Like, Omega. I hear lots of people say Omega. And I thought, is that the watch snob way to say it? Still no coverage, guys. It doesn't come on until 7:35, and it's currently 7:30 in the morning, so we will get coverage, allegedly, at the start of this climb. They're going to give us like a 20-minute session of guys eating in the morning and terrible interviews. X-Men saying the Mexicans brought cacao to the Philippines. We added chocolate to our rice with sugar and milk. Dude, that sounds like a fantastic breakfast to me. Agree, corn saved many cultures, in particular Mexicans got saved by that grain. Okay, we're getting really funky here. Nixtamalization. Dude, nixtamal. Dude, I'm going to start using that word in everyday conversations. Just some people look at me like, is that a real word? Yeah, dude, it's real. Well, what does that mean? And then you tell them what it means, and then they're like, huh? And then if you want to be a real douche, I love doing this. I go, it's common knowledge, bro. You just like deadpan them and just say, it's common knowledge. Like, how do you not know that? That is the ultimate douche maneuver. Charles Tony, the thing the Swiss do best, cheese fondue. Dude, I've been dying for a cheese fondue. Yeah, dude, I got to get back into the fondues. Checking out this observation watchtower here over at the Tour of Slovenia. Guys, I'm going to bounce around through the races here. Belwa's Belgium Tour, 4 riders still up front, 2 minutes, 30 seconds back to the peloton. They can just shred that down to nothing in no time once those big sprint beast trains get rolling. Time trials, team time trials, watching a really, really good sprint train lead out their sprinter is one of the best things in cycling. Like the Wolf Pack when they used to be legit, That's happening in that race. Tour of Slovenia. The race we're watching right now, it's the 2-point pro race here. Stage race at pro level. 40 riders on the front, apparently. 11.8 kilometers to go. Yeah, 39 riders in that group, and there's a second part of the peloton 50 seconds back. Let's see who we can see in this front group. Eduardo Zambanini, Tratnik, Florian Lipowitz. Guys. Mattia Catania. Pellizzari's here. What? Pellizzari's at this race. Okay, guys, didn't even know that. So Pellizzari was done at the Dauphiné done at the Giro. And now he's racing over at the Tour of Slovenia. It's a 30-second Tour of Slovenia. Lawrence Pithy. Look, guys, I'm just highlighting the biggest names I can see right now. That's kind of, wow. Red Bull's pretty dominant at this one, guys, on the front end. Very dominant here. Modern Adventure Pro Cycling apparently trying to pull in the second group, trying to get back up there. But we're here for the Tour de Suisse. We will be starting that climb soon over at Tour Tracker. Let's get caught up, guys. You can see here, we've crossed the river here. Going to the northern edge of the valley where we'll start our climb up to Category 2. That's what we're seeing here. It's kind of weird how they put these little numbers on in the wind direction, I believe. Kind of like a little added feature, I guess, is what they're doing. Sure, why not? Yeah, I'm way behind. I can see that. Okay. Oh, dude, I love this. George got some great. The Rubber Murray are the greatest runners in the world, and their basic food is corn prepared as a drink. Dude, okay. I don't want to be insulting, but that sounds horrible. I just think of like liquefied corn chunks. Dude, it's probably way better. I think the Rubber Murray are the people that live at elevation and they run barefooted too. Is that who we're talking about? I think they're barefooted runners. Okay, he's saying sandals. Dude, I've heard about them. I've seen some races that they've done. And there's like older people doing it that do really well at those races. Ultra marathons are won by the Rubber Murray. 50-mile races in sandals. Read about them. Yeah, there's no high-tech shoes here, guys. Okay, I'm going to catch up. Blue, gotcha. Light work. Dude, I do remember your comment. I'm like, light work. Yeah, stage 5. Yeah, guys, I get mixed up with what's going on. So yeah, stage 5 is going to be absolutely brutal smash fest. Catching up, guys. Try making a fondue from Pleasant Ridge Reserve cheese from Wisconsin, if you can get it. The Jeopardy music. Okay, guys, so I'm way behind. Eddie's asking Colin, what is the remaining scheduled race in the next couple of months that not the 2 Grand Tours? Eddie, okay, well, we can do that. So, guys, if I do what I did last year, so Tour de France, yeah, July. And, guys, I'm so serious about the Tour de France. It kind of scares me. Like, I'm like, whew, that's a commitment. I did it all last year. And I didn't start late any days. I started on time every day. I did every minute. Last year was brutal because the Tour de France men's race overlapped with the first 2 stages of the women's race. This year it doesn't. So the Tour de France this year ends on the 26th of July. The women's race starts on August 1st. So there's 5 days in between. I forget. Yeah, so I just kind of powered through that last year. Here, we'll go to the next World Tour races. I'm surprised Burgos. So Tour de France is here. San Sebastian Classic is August 1st. That's the same day as the start of the Women's Tour de France. We've got the Tour of Poland, ADAC Classics. Where's Burgos? So Burgos is not a World Tour race, apparently. Next race. We're just going to look at the calendar. All the national championships are coming up like this weekend, guys. You can see them all here. June 19th. The Americans, I think, have had theirs today. So there's a ton of national championship races here. Oh, that's all we can see. Okay, dudes, I'll have to go back through that later. There's just too many national championships cluttering up the calendar there for me. But yeah, Burgos, sorry, the Tour of Burgos? Is that what they call it? The Vuelta a Burgos. That's an early August race. That's kind of the tune-up race for La Vuelta, which is later in August. Catching up, guys. Okay, yeah, Tour of Slovenia is on right now. Tour of Slovenia? Let's see, how many stages is it? 5 stages. So it's the same as the Tour de Suisse. It's actually longer. There's more kilometers. Tour de Suisse is only 633 kilometers. We got 810 at the Tour of Slovenia. Yeah, and that front part of the peloton looks pretty powerful right now. This Red Bull team here, they got 6 members of the team in that front group. Lipowitz, yeah, I haven't seen his name for a while. What did Lipowitz do last? Romandy. So we haven't seen Lipowitz since very early May, where he got second at the Tour of Romandy. 3 second places in that race. He also got second at the Zulia Basque Country. He got 3rd at the Volta a Catalonia. He got 8th at the Volta a Algarve. So, dude, come on. Kind of, guys, I mean, we all know who he is, but it's kind of a sleeper. He actually, we were talking about the Czech Tour. He won the Czech Tour in 2023. He's going to the Tour de France. I was going to say, this guy better be at the Tour de France. What did he get last year? Tour de France, 3rd GC Tour de France. Yeah. Dudes, team selections are so brutal at this level. So many of these teams are just packed with riders. Yeah, so Slovenia, we've got 5 days. We are on the climb now, dudes. I'm going to just check my flow bikes here. And yeah, we're in the Tour de Suisse. Show some chocolate, show some fondue, show some pretty lakes, so show a St. Bernard over in the background. Guys, you can hear me stumbling over my talking here. My tongue's still trying to heal. Yeah, tongue talk. Tongue talk with Colin. Yeah, not only Slovenia, but also Belgium. George is talking about the way of dressing, costumes, etc. came from colonial and independent Mexico. Aaron, it would be great to see some attack on the 10% climb. Yeah, dudes, they should turn the TV on right now. Let's just turn it on right now. Zooming in. Yeah, Sondrio. Here we go, guys. Stage 1. Yeah, so we left Sondrio, headed westerly along the valley system. Pretty flat. Far into the valley here, before that lake, whatever that lake is. Flip a 180, come around, just on the other side of the valley. Crisscross the road, actually. I think we go under, and then we just turn off, start climbing. That's our first Category 2 climb of the day. We bomb right back downhill. There will be a sprint point at Pedemonte. Why do we have 2 of them? Maybe we go through it twice. Pedemonte? Pedemonte. Yeah, they've got points twice. I think that's a mistake. Okay. Dude, George is saying the famous hat, the Stetson, was originally Mexican. Wow, I didn't know that. Rail saying it looks like Pozzovivo is racing in Slovenia. One of only a handful still active guys that rode with the OG Taddy. Taddy Bavalovic. Aaron saying, love the rant about the open coverage doing just interviews and food stories instead of going to race coverage. It's kind of like me, I guess. Line Circle, guys, urine therapy, geology, geography, weather. Dude, we had some insane weather yesterday. There was a tornado that touched down somewhere. Forecasted areas that were getting 2 to 4 centimeter size hailstones. So just under an inch to an inch and a half. When I left Carbon at noon, just a deadly storm blew in. I got home and there was tons of leaves off the tree. They were actually like stuck to the side of the house. Got nice, and then we had a wicked storm kicking again. No, George, we love your cultural briefings. We love it. It's part of the channel now. Alazar Mogos. Come on, Benny, like always, and thanks, Big Boss. Dudes, why don't we just go over to the Slovenian tour here, see what's happening there. Jan Tratnik was pulling for Red Bull Bora Hansgrohe. They've only got 3 kilometers to go in this one. Okay, guys. Again, we're still doing, stuff. I'm back at the Tour of Slovenia now. I want to see this final sprint. We've got less than 3 kilometers to go. Let's go. Red Bull doing all the work here. I guess Tratnik just pulled off the front here. Cahurual present. Decathlon present here as well. That could be Bahrain victorious, actually. Yeah, Bahrain victorious here. Jakob Ormsrel. Slovenian rider here. Dudes. Hometown boy. Roman Ermakov, Eduardo Zambanini, and Max Vandermolen. 4 riders for Bahrain victorious. Apparently we had 6 for Red Bull, but Jan Tratnik has just pulled off. I'm not sure if he vanished from the front. One rider quickly slips away. Uno X comes flying up the side. Actually, no. It's Euskadel Euskadi. Euskadel Euskadi has 3 riders up there as well. And it's going to go off, guys. It's going to go off here right away. Euskadel Euskadi has 3 riders there. Watching closely here. Catch this last little sprint here. Get the coffee flowing. Aronson watched a 1992 Big Mig TT from the tour yesterday. Seeing the world and people of 1992 and the bikes they rode was crazy. Dude, it's so great. I actually watched one, Contador. Contador, Pierre Roland. I think Roland won the stage. Who who else was there? Ryder Hejjedal, when it was Cervelo Garmin, I think was the team. 1.2 Ks to go here. Do we have like big brand sprinters here? Not really. We don't really have big brand sprinters at this one. We'll see who pops out at the very finish. Red Bull absolutely pummeling the front end of the course here, guys. Looks like 3 Red Bull riders. 2 Red Bull riders, and I think there's a Cahurel rider hanging out up front too. 1 Euskadel rider. Red Bull's controlling all the front, barring Victorious, trying to get up there now. Ooh, some quick moves in the peloton could have taken everyone down there. Could easily see a Pro Series team win here, guys. There's lots of Pro Series teams here. Sprint starting now. Some guys going from pretty far out. Red Bull leading on the left-hand side of the road. 2 riders there. Final rider kicks it. Lawrence Pithy. I was going to say he's probably the strongest guy left, and it looks like he's kicking all the way to the finish here. Lawrence Pithy, easy victory for Red Bull. Easy victory. There's only about 40 riders left in that diminished group. Not sure who let him out, though. I'd like to know who that was. Number 14 for Red Bull, number 16 for Red Bull. Let's take a look at them here. 14 and 16. Yeah, there's Lawrence Pithy, Arne Marit. So let's take a look at this guy here. He did a great job leading him out. 27 years old, taller dude, 1.85 meters. So he could hide away behind him. He's from Galmarden, from Belgium. And here is Lawrence Pithy, the New Zealander from Christchurch. Another big dude. Or bigger. You know what I'm saying? Bigger dude. And guys, watching that sprint, easy for them. Those two, yeah, they were very much in control at the finish there. Great job. They did have 6 riders there in total going to that finish. So, guys, over the Tour de Suisse here right now, we got Fred out front. Fred for Uno X has gone out front by himself. Cedric Boulans is slowly drifting back. He's 5 seconds back right now. Now I can go back to the Tour de Suisse coverage. Gonna head back over there. They're lying. They said the coverage started at 7:20. What a bunch of liars. Come on. So we should have race coverage now. Actually, I think they're still just showing the start now. Oh, corn chowder soups are fantastic. Yeah, dude, I agree. Okay, we're going to look up, I'll be researching corn as a drink later today. Flocky scene in Switzerland, they had brotherly love. They had 500 years of democracy and peace, and what did they produce? The cuckoo clock. Yeah. Okay, guys, I got to catch up. I'm catching up. Justin called it right here. Justin, good job, dude. Justin, Casey, Case. Dude, is it Casey or Case? If it's Case, just put C-A-S-E. And then I got you. Pithy can sprint. Dude, you called it. Justin wins. Aaron saying possible nasty tornadoes producing storms in the heartland of the U.S. today. Missouri, Illinois. Dude, yeah, ours are pretty mild here. But even the ones we get, dude, the weather blowing through, the winds are like gusting 60, 70 miles an hour. It's pretty sustained, but I can't imagine being like in a Kansas, Arkansas, Missouri type real tornado. Ours don't compare to what's going on down there. Where, I think they record wind speeds like 200 miles an hour or something. Maybe that's a hurricane, but I think tornadoes can get very, very fast as well. Aaron, it said the Tour of Slovenia, I think they were on the 32nd year of it. Rail saying he started watching in 2014 or 2015. Oh, X-Men saying Eulalio got dropped at the climb. Arne Marie was with the lead out, yeah. Yeah, I'm hoping Eulalio will repeat. Show the same signs that he showed at the Giro. Can't expect him to be Case. Okay, dude, gotcha. Thanks, Justin. Rail saying back in the day, lots of Italians coming from the Giro, loved to race the Tour de Suisse, and then basically finish the season until the autumnal Italian classics. Dude, I love those Italian races at the end of the year. It wasn't until last year that I really learned about them, to be honest. Guys like Mark Hershey, he's like Mr. Autumn. Corn consomme using the cobs is the thing. Really? Wow. So basically, you take the corn cobs that are left over, hopefully not eaten by someone else, and you blend them up? Wow. Okay. I'm sure they just blend the whole thing. But wouldn't that be crazy if they did that? Guys, the descent here is fantastic. The towns, the cities here, like, wow, Italy. I was telling a friend who I just met that if I could go to one country, it would be Italy. Like, if I had to pick one place, and I'm not saying I don't want to go to other countries, just Italy has it for me, like the mountains, the terrain, the food, the cycling. Yeah, dude. It's got it all. It's just so hard to get there. So hard to get there. I want a direct flight to this town we're in right now. I want to go straight to Sondrio. Yeah, recycle the corn cobs. Okay, dudes, we are caught up. I'm surprised I did that. 104 people watching, guys. Inside Cycling World, this is Colin. Started out doing virtual cycling. Now we do pro cycling, but I still do my virtual cycling as well. With the weather today, I think I will be stuck inside. So I was downloading some routes this morning to ride. Guys, at the race here, the Tour de Suisse, Stage 1, Sondrio to Sondrio. We are on the descent right now. Guys, they haven't even shown Pogi yet. Haven't seen him. Drop from the peloton right now, Caden Groves, Attila Valter, surprised, and Roger Adria. So they're gone from the peloton already. We do have an intermediate sprint point coming up. They're saying it's in 5 kilometers. Let's see if we can see that on Tour Tracker here. Yeah, here it is. I think these wind speeds in that, I don't like it. It's kind of making the map messy. So we will have sprint points here today. So Fred got 6 points over the top. Tim Wellens, 4 points. Brandon McNulty, 3. Here's mention of Taddy, 2 points. And Jonathan Narvaez, 1 point. So UAE scoops up all the points outside of the first 6 by Fred. Tells me Cedric Boulin was caught already by the peloton. And they're just lurking out there. Dudes, we will zoom in a little bit to kind of give you more perspective here as to what's going on. Dude, eyes hurting me. It's corn season in northern New Jersey. It's pretty nice to have the fresh, sweet corn. Guys, in Alberta, it's Tabor. There's a place in Alberta, southern Alberta called Tabor. Little replay here for Fred. Come on, Fred, what happened? I thought it was going to be a little sketchy there there's a change in the road surfaces. And they're showing a full replay here of Fred going around that corner. Not sure why. Fred has a 1 minute and looks like 1 minute 25 seconds here. It's saying on flow. Tour Tracker saying 2:10. Pro Cycling Stats is saying 1:23. So I'm going to go with that. Fred's out front by himself. Let's check out Fred. Frederick Vernsdays Lavick. Fred Lavick. Just going with Fred Lavick. We're going to skip your middle name, dude. I know that's probably offensive to you, but won a stage at the Giro. We talked about that earlier. Won a stage at Tirreno Adriatico in 2025. Won a stage at the Arctic Race of Norway. Won the Tour of Rhodes in 2021. Guys, I think that's a race that shows up for me. I've never watched it. He got second in the GC at the Alula Tour last year. I didn't know that. Let's go back to 2025. Early in the year. The Alula Tour. Yeah, second overall. Who won that race? Tom Pidcock won that race. Johannes. Wow, look at this, dudes. I love doing this kind of stuff. Tom wins the race. Uno X Mobility, second, third, and fourth place. Gadoosh. Sixth place, Alan Hatherley. I think Sean Northcote was talking about him. Frank Diego Iriarte, who was racing Slovenia, I think, or is he Balwa's Belgium Tour today? I can't remember. So much racing, dudes. It's amazing how much cycling goes on in the world. Aaron's saying not blended, more like a stock. Then you had a consomme using egg whites to give you a clear corn liquid. Yeah, sorry guys, eyes are hurting. Eyes are hurting today. Okay, guys, I'm going to have to try the corn cob. Dude, maybe I'm going to make it the new thing in this part of the world. Corn cob soup. That's what I'll call it. Used corn cobs. It's okay. Flocky saying, why have there been more pro cycling deaths since the helmet mandate in 2003 than before? Does it offer a false sense of security? Yeah, probably, dude. When they were wearing those leather hairnets, they probably knew, if I hit the ground, I'm dead. So maybe I'm not going to bomb it so much. Actually, I saw something interesting in another sport. I'm trying to remember what it was. Like just in... Okay, maybe it wasn't a sport. KOM clearly shows UE in control and is showing their intentions. Yeah, dude. One of them's going to have the KOM jersey today. They're going to catch Fred Lavick before the next climb and start taking points. I wonder what Colin's pain face looks like for those climbs. Yeah, dude, I would die. Yeah, I just can't say his name. Someone phonetically spell it out for me. Versnays? Versnays, just drop the D. I'm dropping the D. Guys, I definitely don't like the D, just so you know. Okay? Just saying. Anders Halland wins the last Tour of Slovenia last year, and he's at this... Is he at this year? Tour of Slovenia. Start list. Uno X is not here, dude. Euskadel Euskadi. That's the orange team that I thought was Uno X at first. It's Euskadel Euskadi, so Uno X is not at this race. No, you're talking about decathlon, though, aren't you? Are you talking about decathlon? I think you are. Guys, I'm mixing names up in my head right now. So no decathlon here and no Uno X at Tour of Slovenia. Go back to the Tour de Suisse. Ooh, we've lost a guy already. Matthew Dynam has a ban in the race from Johannesburg. Johannesburg, Australia. I was going to say. So he's abandoned the race here. Not sure what happened to him. Didn't see a crash or anything. 75 kilometers remaining. 112 from Fred up front to the peloton chasing him. Fred doing his solo ride right now. Aronson, yes, helmet change, the risk calculus, but also the bike improvements at the same time have made racing faster. So, yeah, dude, I'd say overall it's just faster. Like in every aspect. Okay, gonna have some coffee, guys. I feel like my brain is jumbling names today. They covered 68.5 kilometers now, average speed 43.3. One Uno X rider up front. Let's just have a little browse through here. UAE is definitely controlling now, it's saying. And they showed a quick camera shot before, and I'm like, where's the peloton? Looking back here 1 minute ago, it says there's only about 30 riders in that peloton group. Let's see if it stays that way. So Fred will be getting, look at that, they call it the Tissot KM. What's the next one? Tissot KM again. Oh, it's over that 1 kilometer? Is that what it is? Okay, so he probably has to be the fastest guy. It says Tissot Sprint 2. And then Pogi comes to the front, guys. Pogi came through to get to that Tissot Sprint. There's definitely 2 of them showing up here. So I think, yeah, right here. Fred has passed the first Tissot Sprint. Pogi was second through that sprint ahead of his teammate, Groschartner. So I think there's probably time bonifications at both the start and finish of that Tissot kilometer. Tissot watchmaker, guys. French watchmaker. I think they say, French, but Swiss componentry. Pretty sure. I don't know what movement they use. If you do, let's talk about movements. Let's not. Yeah, Holland and Uno X. Versnays, much easier than Hushovd. Yeah, Hushovd. Yeah, so, yeah, dude, they're actually sprinting for the end of the Tissot kilometer. So that's, yeah, I think it's a start and finish who's fastest through. Pogi was racing number 21 for decathlon. Let's go back there. Riccatello. Riccatello getting involved here, guys. Pogi up front. I'm just trying to see who's with. He's probably with Groschartner right now. And Poggy's out of the saddle. Poggy's starting to put some moves in your guys already. Yeah, they're... Okay, race might be on. Race might be on. They've really stretched out the peloton now. It's 1 minute, 3 seconds up to Fred from Uno X up the road. Ooh. Climb points coming up, guys. That's what's going on here. So, time sprint 1, 3, 2, and 1 second. So those were strictly for time points. Time bonifications. I think there's 2 of them. That's right. Fred, Poggy, Riccatello, 3, 2, 1 seconds. So there's 6 seconds of time bonifications out on course. And so it's basically at the start, 1 kilometer, at the finish. So it's kind of like a war for 1 kilometer. Peloton right now being driven by UAE. Poggy sitting second. Second wheel, Riccatello in third wheel. We have a Trek rider in fourth. Jayco Alula fifth. 2 Ineos riders here. And guys, they've already shattered the Peloton. It's already gone. I think the heat today is the factor here because this has not been a tough route yet. I think it's the heat that's killing these guys out there. So we've got 7 riders in our front group, and there's about a chasing group of 25 riders right now. 4 going off of that group of 25, 3 going off that group of 25. Fred back at the team car here. Little sticky bottle, getting a cool bottle here. Remember, guys, it's 31, 32 degrees out there. At the point in the race right now, yeah, it's 31 degrees, and they're climbing. So, yeah, it feels like 41 now. 41 degrees out there. That's my guess. When you're climbing a 10% gradient, it feels, 10 degrees hotter. It's kind of like a rule of thumb. Rule of thumb inside cycling world. Always wear a helmet. Dude, I always wear a helmet too. Don saying no brain damage that he's aware of. I'm definitely brain damaged. Always wear full helmet, so you're correct. Oh, always wear... Dude, I can't read. My eyes hurt today. I don't know why. Always wear a foil helmet so you can connect to the mothership like the Greek guy from Ancient Aliens. Georgios Tsoukalos. Just in case. Janapoline Abduraparov. It's a hard name. Abduraparov. His last name's easier. Abduraparov. Yusuf. Yusuf Shohan here. Hello, man. Can't wait for the Tatty masterpiece. Eddie's saying something. I think so. The guy that withdrew from the race had an injury or a crash that he almost was paralyzed from in the Tour of Langkawi. Really? Okay, dude, I'm gonna go back and check that out. Dude, it might be a big comeback story here for Matthew Dynam. So apparently he had a big crash at the Tour of Langkawi last year. No, last year he finished it. Maybe he's thinking of someone else, or maybe it was the year before. So last year, well, what's interesting here, maybe it was 2024, Eddie, because 2024 Liège-Bastogne-Liège, Flèche Wallonne. What did he do in 2023? Crow race. Wow, this guy's done a lot of racing. A lot. 58th at the Tour de France, really? But yeah, look at this one here. 2024, he did 3 races, and that's it. DNF'd and then didn't come back. Was off a long time. Dude, the race at the front is really wacky right now. I got to get back in here and watch this. I think there's a rider has bridged up to Fred already. There's 2 riders up the road, 2 riders in the middle, and 5 behind them. 6 behind them. Let's see what's going on here. We need to start tracking this better. I'm going to catch up here. Yeah, I was going to say, I thought Poggy joined it, but it's not Poggy anymore. Nope, they're showing someone different now. Let's get caught up. UAE rider jumping across. So it said that Poggy had joined Fred. That's what they're still saying. They're not showing them though. So it's Pogi and Fred up front. Richard Karapats, Matthias Vashik. That's the Trek rider. Okay, I got it. The Trek rider, Czech Republic rider. He is wearing, his Czech Republic version of the Lidl Trek jersey. He just finished 16th at the GP Jippingen, which was just through the week. I think it was 3 days ago. Riccatello falling out of this group. Smaller, lightweight rider. Not as powerful to keep up with these dudes. Yeah, there's like 2s and 3s all the way out of maybe about 8 or 9 riders. Yep, here we go. Pogi on the front with Fred. Pogi is stage 1 out to smash everyone apart. Pogi is out to smash everyone apart. Stage 1. So 2 riders are front. The Slovenian alien himself, Tadej Pogačar, and Fred Lavik from Uno X. 5 seconds back to Matthias Vashik here in the Czech Republic Lidl Trek jersey. Richard Karapats, I can see him right now, is leading Vashik. And then there's 4 or 5 riders kind of doing a little bit of a curvy, swervy action behind them. Trying to catch back on, but not really working together. Flocky says he missed seeing a bandana in the peloton. Dude, I might start wearing a bandana. I might. I've actually got a Tour de France buff that I wore during the COVID outbreak. Because, it stopped everything. It stopped everything. I was immune to everything by just putting a piece of cloth in front of my face. Actually never wore it. I bought it for that reason because I hated the mask so much. I'm like, I'm going to wear like a big bandana, like a cowboy walking around, with like kind of dangling down low. Fred falls off the back of Poggy's wheel. Poggy picks a quick bottle up here. Guys, they're going to go through, what do you think, 15 bottles each today? I can just imagine. Poggy grabs a bottle, picks up another one. Didn't like that first bottle. Throws the one away he just picked up. Didn't even touch it. Uses this one just to shower himself down. Rips the gel off with his teeth and leaves his gel on the road. Dude, that's a tatty souvenir right there. He used his mouth and touched the gel package. It's on the road. We can get Poggy DNA. Yeah, we can clone him. Rail's not happy here. What is this alien moron doing? He's openly mocking the UCI. Hope he will go for a 70K flyer and just not look back, yeah? Dude, he's gone. Eddie's saying Matthew Dynam. Dude, I hope I'm saying his name. I think it's Dynam. Top 3 in World Championship a couple years ago. The Slovenian. Dude, I like that. And coffee. And probably another nature break. So Poggy's out front by himself. Fred's being caught right now. Karapats is there. Vashik is there. Who's the other Trek rider? Andre Baggioli. Vashik's there. Primos is there. Yes, Primos. Paul Double. This guy always is great. This guy is such a good rider. And I just don't think he gets enough recognition. Like last year, dudes. Take a look at him last year. Tour Guangxi, first place. He took first place on the second to last stage. There's a big climb. Actually, I'd like to see that again. Yeah, here it is. Guys, I was up all night doing this. These stages started at 11 o'clock at night for me, and I would do them till 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning. Well, 2 to 3 o'clock in the morning. Don't exaggerate too much, Colin. Yeah, he took it on this climb at the end here. He also did it in another race before that. Yeah, right here. The Tour of Slovakia. Last stage. He went from 39th overall to first. Take a look at that stage. Won it on the very last climb. And who did he win against? Bart Lemon. Team Visma Lisa Bike. Oh, that's right. Team Visma was there in force. Keon Uterbrooks was there. Lucas Kubis. Dude, that was actually a really good race. I like that one. So Paul Double has decided to come out and play, guys. 29 years old for Team Jaco Alula. Look at this. Guys, they're already predicting the Poggy solo win. Solo wins by Tadej Pogačar. Longest so far, 81.1 kilometers at the Strade Bianche. And I think that was last year's. This year's, his breakaway was slightly shorter, 79.2. European Road Championships 75. Yeah, Pogi is just, yeah, he's gone. That's it. Longest solo wins ever at the Tour de Suisse, Daniele Contrini in 2006 went for 115.6 kilometers. So Poggy, you're not going to beat that record. Sorry, dude. Who was this guy? Anyone remember him? He rode for 2005. He rode for, dude, I don't even know that team. LPR Nava? Gerolsteiner, Leaky Gas. He's 51 years old now. It's not that old. Young. There it is. The Vuelta of Burgos. We'll be doing that one this year, guys. So he raced in that. Wow, the Brixia Tour. I've never heard of it. Wow. 151. Hugh Carthy. Hugh Carthy, retired since just last year, guys. Dudes, this is hilarious. Hugh Carthy, just like these, it's like a coincidence this happens. He's just retired. His name shows up on screen. The last race he ever did in 2025 was the Andorra Morbihan Classica, which is coming up this month because that's where Tom Pidcock's going. Like, it's kind of weird how that just popped up on screen there. You'd think I'd planned that, but I absolutely didn't. Stefano Garzelli went for 70K. Marcus Berghardt, 55. João Almeida went 49K just last year. First group, Pogacar. Second group, 35 seconds. We have Brandon McNulty. He's going to just dial it back now. Let Poggy race up the road. Riccatello's there. Carapaz, Baggioli, Vashik, Primos, Paul Double, and Fred. Glad Fred's hanging on in there. Peloton back at 1 minute. Yeah, come on, guys. What's going on? What is going on here? Dude is doing some 1920s racing here. 100 years too late. Yeah. Rail saying the guy should not chase him and wait for help and let the alien grill himself in the heat. Sort of what Poppy Horner always screams about. Organize in the back and try to chase him. Yeah, these guys here, the 8 or 9 that are in the front, you're better off to wait and get the firepower of the other 100 riders to come up here. Whatever's left. It's category 2 climber right now, guys. 4.2 kilometers at 7% gradient. We'll jump over to Tour Tracker here. See where we're at in the valley system. That's where we're at. So here's our 8 riders. Now saying 20 seconds back here. I don't know if I believe that. Saying 35 on Flow Bikes. It's saying 35 on PCS. PCS, do you watch Flow Bikes? They're probably watching the same feed I am. That's where they're getting that time from. Okay. Yeah, this tour is a tune-up for Taddy. He's been a while since he raced, right? What was the last thing Taddy did? Was it Paris-Roubaix? Or Romandy? Okay, yeah. Paris-Roubaix, Liège-Bastogne-Liège. Yeah, that's one he's got to win, Paris-Roubaix. Oh yeah, Paris-Roubaix, Hautes de France. Yeah, just dropping that last part off. I don't like that. Just dropping it off. Lock in. Lock in, bro. Lock in. Tour of Romandy, yeah, pretty dominant at that race. So he's been off since May 3rd. It's quite a while off, really. He's been off 5 weeks. So is he going to ride away for another 65 kilometers in 32 degrees Celsius weather? Yeah, 32 degrees Celsius. Pretty calm. It's like less than 10 km/h wind, so there's not even like a wind blowing on him. Which actually today would be more like a blast furnace. We're just over the halfway point. No, are we? Yeah, we are. Over the halfway point. Burgos is a nicer. Yeah, I love Burgos. I loved doing that one last year. Flocky saying LPR was DeLuca's strange Irish team fueled by narcotics, I guess. Okay. Yeah, dude went a little bit faster on a false flat, and dude's alone, looking back like, where is everybody? Yeah, he's like, yeah, what's going on? Why am I alone? Surprised he doesn't have a team car with him. He's got 1 bottle on board. Dude, this is the kind of weather that, if this was in Canada, they'd cancel the race right now. Just saying. Again, guys, just having fun with that. Yes, hotter at these races, but you've got support nearby. At that gravel Grand Fondo race, there may be no water anywhere. Unless you're willing to drink creek water and get beaver fever. That's a thing. Frickin' McNuggets, let's go. Yeah, he's in the second group there, Don. Yeah, just in case you're saying it's like a pro riding in a Cat 1 race. Yeah, dude, he looks effortless here right now. Just out of the saddle, riding away. No effort. Yeah, McNulty won't do a thing back there. He's just going to sit. He's sitting third wheel right now, doing nothing. Doesn't have to. Today's result sheets are insane. Result sheet is insane. What are we watching? Yeah, dude, it's going to be just another smash. Yeah, Rail saying, I believe similar thing happened in Montreal or Quebec last year, but it was the other way around. Yeah, I think it was Wellens and Pogi that went away last year. Here, let's take a look. No, it was McNulty there. Yeah, I think it was McNulty. Montreal. Yeah, they tried to get away in Quebec and it didn't work. Who won that? Julian Alaphilippe. Yeah, that was a surprise. That was a surprise. Skelmos, Sivakov were there. Bettiol. I think it was the very flat along the water below the Chateau Frontenac. I can picture it in my head. I think I showed the map a few days ago. And Poggy was pulling, and then he said, I'm not pulling anymore. I'm not going to do all the work. And then other people just capitalized on it. And then at Montreal, oh yeah, that was a good victory. Oh yeah, dude, I love that victory. Yeah, because I think they rode together a long ways. And then, here you go, Brandon. She's all yours. That video is somewhere on my channel. Okay, dudes, I'm going to keep drinking the coffee, keep staying involved in the chat here. It's 35 seconds or so saying that. We've covered 79.1 kilometers, average speed 41.6k an hour. So where is the rest of the peloton? Actually, I'm seeing dribs and drabs of rider behind us here. I think this group will be growing, or are we still all there? UAE team car just comes flying up behind this corner. Take it easy, bro. They're trying to squeeze by right now. Yeah, they're fighting their way up to get to Poggy, I think. A little rammy, I would say. Yeah, these dudes are looking back, and they can see the firepower coming up behind them now. So I think they're kind of like waiting, watching. Oh, here comes UAE. Yeah, here we go. Here we go. It's on. Yeah, the Alaphilippe win. Good job, Aaron. I'd forgotten about that one, who won it, but I knew Poggy didn't win the first race. Yeah, Rail, it's weird with those races. They're so close together. Like, I think one race is on Friday and the other race is on a Sunday. Eddie, we want the Tour of Langkawi upgraded. That's the answer we want, right? Tour of Langkawi. Dude, I'm going to do that race this year. Yeah, last year. Well, dude, I think, Rail, last year, UAE was doing a lot of work, and I think on the second last lap, they just kind of shut her down. I remember it being, guys, I'm just going to do a little map stuff for you here. Let's fly across the world. Let's go to Quebec City. Remember, Montreal's here. Quebec City's up here. And it's this waterfront right here. They race down below here. They do a quick little chicane through here, and they come up one of these streets. I forget which one. That's where the climb of the day is. I think it was the second to last lap where they just kind of said enough. And then there was a small group that got away. Poggy's team was controlling it. Tim Wellens here. Okay, we're finally getting to see Tim. I'm not sure if Tim's coming up to this group. This is further back in the field. So the main peloton's at 119. Ooh, I'm seeing an Alpecin Premier Tech guy that looks very similar to a certain Mathieu van der Poel. Let's just see. I think that's him there. Guys, yeah, this climb's pretty tough for these guys today. The heat is really making it hard. I think there's a group bridging on right now. They're trying their hardest to bridge on. And if that Alpecin Premier Tech rider is Mathieu van der Poel, I'm going to be pretty excited. Wilco Kelderman is bridged on. Sorry, guys. I got to do one work thing. Okay. Okay, let me just do this. Ooh, I'm all over the place, guys. Okay, Colin's got to do this. I'm going to tell him here. Okay, let me confirm. Guys, I'm doing property manager stuff right now. We got a plug toilet out in Drumheller. So where's Colton's phone number? Here he is. Not even sure if he's awake. First time I talked to him was yesterday. For the plumber. All remote work, guys. All remote work. Okay, back on it, guys. Yeah, so I had to arrange that yesterday. Apparently, allegedly, we don't know for sure, he thinks his 4-year-old son put some toys down the toilet, and now the toilet is barely flushing. So I just coordinate a plumber. Dude, can you fix it tomorrow? I got to let this dude know, hey, there's a plumber coming today, so please answer. Pogi has the radio out of his jersey here. He's doing some electronics work right now, going full technician on his radio set. Zips back up, puts the earpiece back in, I believe. Actually, he's holding onto the mic out front right now. It must not be working. Probably like, man, I need a bottle so bad. So I got to make sure if that message goes through, guys. Father's Day coming up too, guys. Father's Day is coming up. So if you're a dad, hope you're doing something with your kids. 5 seconds. They're saying 55 seconds now back to the McNulty group. 10 riders in that group. Pogi going to go full solo, guys. Yeah, I guess he's feeling pretty good, right? Number 1, UAE, number 1 rider in the world here. Yeah, just getting it done. 119 back to the peloton. So there is the main peloton. They're about 25 seconds to 30 seconds behind the group of 10 that are chasing. So there will be riders come back. McNulty has been joined with Narvaez. I saw that come up. I didn't know who it was at first. They're saying that we are 11 kilometers to the foot of Montagna de Valtellina. Montagna de Val... Okay, forget it. Pass. 11 riders in that group now. Tis Benut, Mathieu Riccatello. Guys, let the firepower come back. Just dial it down a little bit. Pull it back 10%. Get some firepower support. Pogi will be cooking by himself out there. And these guys can all work to bring it all back together. Okay, we got Colton coming through here. Just waiting for a response from him. And I'll watch the race at the same time. Okay, perfect. And then I'll go back to that other dude. Yes, 9 a.m. is good. Thank you. Okay, guys, we're back. Sorry, that had to be done. And now I got to get this going again. Okay, chat's back, guys. Sorry about that. Okay, I'm going to catch up here. I'm just brain dead today, guys. Kind of brain dead. I don't know why. Lots going on in the world of Colin right now. Make America healthy again. Yeah, Pogi playing with his earpiece because he's doing a podcast whilst barely racing. Yeah, he's probably doing a full interview on the fly. Pogi, you should talk to me, bro. We can have some banter, get some stuff going on. We can listen to some bad music. Dude, you're a terrible dancer. This is how Pogi dances on the bus all the time. No, I love it. I absolutely love it, man. I love the behind the scenes stuff. Okay, we're getting a little shot of Wellens here. I'm pretty sure he's with Van der Poel. He is. This is Mathieu van der Poel right here. Trying to figure out where this group is, though. Trying to figure it out. There's about 5 or 6 riders here. Vanderpool, Wellens, there's a Visma rider, Ineos rider in front. So about 6, 7 riders here just doing their own thing. Pogi out front. 60 kilometers to go. Through that KOM, Pogi picks up 6 points. Baggi only 4. Vashik 3. McNulty 2. And Narvaez 1. So Pogi now has secured the KOM jersey for today, guys, in the mountains. Oh, baby not. There's still some points. I thought he won the other one too. He didn't. So he got 6 on that one. 2 on the climb earlier today. There's 6 points left. So I guess if Fred raced to the front and outsprinted Pogi on both, he could take over. But that's not going to happen. So Pogi probably has secured the KOM jersey today. Looks like he's going on a 75-kilometer breakaway. At the rate we're going, he's probably going to win the stage today. But I'm hoping the boys get united behind us and start coming back. Narvaez and McNulty will be just slamming on the brakes all the way now and doing nothing. Yeah, Poggy's just listening to music. He was actually, he was turning his team mic off and getting some tunes going. Maybe a little Linkin Park going. Poggy going for 3 jerseys in this race. Yeah, it looks like that today. Okay. Okay, Justin's saying that he thinks that is Van Wilder, Ian Van Wilder. Dude, I was sure it was Poggy. Sorry, Matthew Vanderpool. Okay, let me get dialed in again. Justin's saying the blue jersey in the chase group. Oh, dude, yeah, that one. But there's another group coming. Yeah, Justin, you're right. You're right. In the 11 that are chasing right now is Van Wilder. Ian Van Wilder. But there's another group behind them, and it's Matthew Vanderpool trying to come up with Tim Wellens. Wellens is trying to get it back up there to support UAE. There's a Picnic Postinel rider coming too. They're all kind of pretty scattered about right now. Come back over here. Oh, I don't know what happened there. This is where we're at in the race. Here's our chase of 13 riders, it's saying now. Off the back, they're not that far back though. Can't even see where Poggy is right now. Yeah, there's another 6 or 7 that are trying to jump up. I don't know how far back they are. Need kind of like a zoomed out helicopter look. Definitely a Visma rider. Definitely an Opposin Premier Tech. Tim Wellens, number 145 here for Picnic Post. Bjorn Kort, he's there as well. I'll try to get some more numbers. So there's another chase group. I think there's about 7 more riders that are going to join up with the 13 we got up front here. It says there's 13 on Flow Bikes. We're only showing 11 here on PCS. Now they're saying temperature is 29 degrees where we're at. Poggy just doing Poggy things. Poggy doing Poggy things. Yeah. Just kills me. Aaron, super impressed with the way Urska's been racing this year. Maybe training more with her dude. Yeah, Urska needs to win a race. Urska needs to win a race. Okay. Now, here's our group of 11, 12, 13. We're not sure. I just saw the Soudal rider, so that'll be Van Wilder. And here they come. Just around the bend. I can see an Ineos rider leading 2 or 3 other riders. I think there's an Astana rider that's sneaking on. There should be an Astana rider sneaking on right now. There is. There's an Astana rider sneaking on right now. I think there's another Jayco Alula rider here. Let me have a good look. You can see here, this list here is not showing Astana rider. There's one that just got there. Having a quick replay of Poggy here. He's hot out there, guys. You can see the sweat beads on the back of his neck. Ice pack in his back. Yeah, fun. Yeah, just back to Urska. I think technically right now, Urska does not have a pro win yet. So get training with Poggy and get that killer instinct. Eddie's saying Poggy will not care. He will destroy the race to the finish. Um, who won the 2023 Giro? I don't know. How am I supposed to know that? Uh, was that the year when all the high climbs got cut? Dude, I can barely remember this year's. Offhand, I don't know, dude. Just saying. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14. I think there's a group of about 17, 18 riders chasing right now after Poggy. And it looks like we're going to take a nice little loop around like this. We might see Poggy on the upper side of the switchback, I think. Is that what we're seeing here? Okay. Maybe that's what we're doing. This part. Okay. Just seeing two roads running parallel. Okay. Yeah, it's saying 14 riders now. I think there's more than that. I think there's more than that. We've got two abandonments already. We've got Dynam, and Alessandro Pinarello. He has abandoned. There's definitely an Astana rider in that front group that's not being shown. Kelderman's there. Ineos riders here. Two Ineos riders. So you can see right now they're not showing any. Well, they're showing Andrew August. There's another one here now. We got 61 and 62. Andrew August is 61. I know that. There he is. And we got Tobias Foss. This is this second group here. Yeah, it's kind of changing all the time. There's riders trickling in and out. Yeah, this is definitely the chase group, though. This is the group that's chasing at the Pogi. I'm going to say upwards of, I'm going to say 20 riders now. That's my guess. Once we get a full list here, they're still saying 14. Okay. Yeah. Oh, Dawn. Yeah, for sure. Poggy is full EDM. When it shows him on the bus, yeah, he's like fully grooving out. Dance skills maybe a little bit lacking, but probably better than mine. Now it's showing 15 riders in this front group. We got Groschartner, McNulty, and Narvaez for UAE. Riccatello, Benut for Decathlon. Richard Carapatch, Andrew August, plus Tobias Foss, who's not showing. Baggioli, Vashik, Primos, Landa. Landa made it up to Van Wilder. Now we're seeing it. Paul Double is there with Finley Pickering. There, I said there was two Jayco riders there. Sergio Higuita, that's our Astana rider, now finally showing up, and Kelderman. I'm pretty sure Wellens and Vanderpool are trying to get across. It's been a while since we've seen him. Here he is now. Vanderpool just appears on screen. He's riding right behind Tim Wellens. Tim Wellens is there. There's 6 in this group. I'm going to say another UAE rider, Visma, Groupama FDJ. Wonder who that might be. No, that's not Visma. No, sorry, it's not UAE. It's is it Red Bull? No, sorry, it's Ineos with their white bib shorts. And from a distance, the gray, the white on his back looked all white to me. That is number 66 for Ineos. Brandon Smith Riviera. Matthew Vanderpool is 100% in that group. Tim Wellens is in that group. Visma Boy, Groupama FDJ guy, and Picnic Dude. So I'll get those names figured out pretty quick. So hopefully they're going to bridge back on 2 and give us more firepower. So we've got 18 here now. Now it's showing we have Simon Dalby here for Uno X. I don't know this guy at all. 23 years old from Denmark. Not a ton of race results this year. So he's basically just came off the development team at the end of 2024. Rode with the Pro Series team last year. What did he do last year? He did the Tour of Langkawi, finishing 18th overall at the Tour of Langkawi. This is Eddie's favorite cyclist. I don't know. Just made that up. Tour de l'Avenir. He did the Burgos race. I don't remember him there. Slovenia. Okay. So he's joined this group as well. Okay, guys, check this out. 99% of the players picked Pogačar and their team for the final GC. 82% picked him for today to win for their team. Aaron saying Hindley's year was the most surprising winner to me in the last 3. Did he win in 2023? Or 2021? I can't remember. This has to be getting us fired up for the Tour de France. Yeah, guys, I think this is going to be the best Tour de France in a long, long time. It's not just going to be Jonas versus Pogačar. We got new guys. And I think there's a lot of good talent. Poggy's secretly listening to my live commentary. The team just doesn't know yet. Yeah, he's listening, and he's getting all the race strategy and tactics from me. Okay, dudes, here we go. 135, we got the 18 riders at 205 back, so they're only, 30 seconds back. Tim Wellens, Mathieu Van der Poel, Romain Gregoire. That's why I kept saying a guy from Groupama FDJ. Romain Gregoire's there. Brandon Smith Rivera, who we figured out on the fly, and that's number 66. Bjorn Kort, we saw him earlier, and Louis Bear. I gotta say that name right. French guy from Visma. This group's bigger now too. They're saying there's 6. There's more. We got a decathlon rider. This is group 3 on the road that's trying to bridge up to our 18. I'm going to say there's 10 guys in this group. There's 10 here chasing the 18 up front. Yeah, we've picked up stragglers that have been in between. Really narrow roads to these villages here, guys. Wow, beautiful. 51 Ks to go. For me, the biggest shock was Simon Yates. But when I see his TT results, I knew he would obliterate Finisterra. The circus was so bad, Yates outright retired. Baseball interlude. Nice pitching matchup. LA versus the Rays playing Dodgers tonight. What? In LA with the Rays playing the Dodgers tonight. Oh, Otani's pitching. I better watch that one. Lots of footage here of Poggy soaking himself down with his bottles. He's going to go through a lot of bottles. Some guys will get caught out today, sweltering in the heat. Landa's still riding. Landa is still riding. Dude, he crashed out at a race earlier this year that he looked really good at. He crashed on a descent. Yeah. This is the race he crashed out on. He did finish the stage way back in April. Finished the 15th at the Volta Ciclista e Catalunya. Richard Carapat's riding solo right now. So I think Carapat's has jumped out of this group 2. G2, Carapat's is on the move. Yeah, Land is here. 36 years old. Always loved this guy. Remember when he was way back on Team Sky? Dudes, we're going break naturel, number 2 of the day. So hang on a second. I'll be right back. Dudes, back inside the 10x10 cube of cycling dominance and property management central. T-Spoonute is pulling in chase group 3 guys. Pogačar out front. 116 back to Carapats. He's only 6 seconds ahead of 17 riders right now. And we've got a group 4 on the road. Tim Wellens, Vanderpool, Lapierre, Gregoire, Brandon Smith-Rivera, Bjorn Court, and Louis Bear. Barry? Bear. Okay. Are those pee bottles, Colin? They could be right now. Okay, so this is going to be the 30th year of the Tour of Langkawi, Eddie's telling us. Yeah, Rail saying, for goodness sakes, what are you doing, Carapace? Just write in the group. You're going to cook in no man's land. Yeah, dude, exactly. There's really no reason why he should do this unless he thinks he's just going to get a tow from Pogi. But he's got a minute 16 to pull back on Pogi right now. What's the chance of Carapace pulling that back on not? Okay, even if it was an all-out high-altitude day, Carapace, yeah, he's not the same climber as Pogi. Carapace is a little bit older now. He's 33 years old. I think Pogi can easily climb as good as he can. He does have stage runs. He's got 4 stages at the Giro. Obviously, you know, like, yeah. Great cyclist. Just looking at last year here. 3rd at the Tour of Luxembourg. Giro, 3rd place. Volta of Catalonia, 10th. Tirreno Adriatico, 18th. So cool looking at these races now, guys, that I've watched them all so closely this year. The Catalonia, Itzulia, Tirreno Adriatico, Paris-Nice. Yeah, it's just quite the history to them. Then here's all the autumnal, Industria and Artigianato, Toscana, the Coppa Sabatini, the Memorial Marco Pantani, the Mattioti. Love it. Yeah, he should just wait and work with these guys. There's 17. I think we could be up to 30 here real quick. I need some helicopter shots. Okay, so right now they're saying Group 2, which is Carapace by himself, is at 124. Back. Group 3 is somewhere in between. Probably not that far behind him, maybe at 140. Okay, I'll keep refreshing this, guys, see if we can get some good numbers. They're saying Carapace is at 116. Group 3, that's the McNulty group, at 125. There's 10 seconds. I'm going to have a good look and see if I can get a helicopter shot. Okay, there's Carapace by himself, going past the vineyards, or whatever it is here that's growing. Oh, vineyards, potatoes, whatever. Pretty close to the same for me. Here's the chasing group. Yeah, I could say 25, 30 seconds back. Group 4, okay, they are saying that they're 3 back, so they're like over a minute behind Group 3, the where the 3 UAE riders are, the McNulty group. Yeah, dude, they're messing around here. Come on, dudes. A lot of looking around, doing this. They're not driving hard. They're not driving hard. Very hot. Looks like Paul Double is on the radio here at the front. He's wondering what to do. What am I doing? What am I doing, boss? Yeah, I don't like that music. Change it. Okay. Yeah, Aaron, at 33 years old, we were all cooked. I know. Yeah, I'm beyond done. I'm like pretty much like a mummy right now. Vashik on the front here pulling now. Let's get organized, boys. Let's get organized. That chasing group is still too far back. They need that firepower. Well, the problem is Wellens isn't going to help either, but Mathieu van der Poel would help. But right now, he's a minute and... Well, he's almost a minute and a half behind. I don't know if they will get back on now. Pogi is an alien. Yep, definitely that's Mixa. Yeah, Van der Poel group is losing time. Yeah, they're not going to make it now, I don't think. There's about 7, 8 riders in this group. Lotto Intermarché rider here. There is Romain Gregar. I'm actually looking to see, is Mathieu here? Okay, guys. This group here, I don't see Mathieu van der Poel. Where is Mathieu van der Poel? Okay, so they're saying there's 15 in this group right now. It's not 15 right now. It's changing all the time. Van der Poel. I see. So there was 15 in the group. 10 are bridged away. And Wellens, Van der Poel, Gregoire, Smith-Rivera, and the Visma guy. I'm just going to call him the Visma guy. Are a little bit further back. Not sure how that happened. Wellens is breaking up the rhythm for Pogi. Yeah, totally. So that group was growing. There could have been 40 plus riders in this group. So here, I'll try to show you guys better. Here's our groups. Pogi out front by himself. Carapats at 120, they're saying. Chase group, 30 seconds behind him. 17 riders. Then there's a fourth group on the road. There's multiple groups, guys. There's fourth and fifth groups on the road here right now. I'll try to zoom in again. We'll do this. So we've got Pogi by himself, Carapats at 120, 17 riders at 150, 9 riders at 240, and I think there's a sprinkling more riders there. The 9 that they're talking about is probably this group here. The La Piera group. They're saying there's 10 now. Mark Hershey showing up. And then it's a little further back to Wellens, Vanderpool. Vanderpool, man, I wanted him up there today because he would have worked hard. Yeah, problem is there's many guys in the group are solo while there's 3 UAE guys just laughing. Yeah, there's Pogi up front, 3 UAE guys riding the second group, Tim Wellens disrupting stuff at the back. Masterclass. Colin, send out a Drew, are you okay email. Okay, I will. Yeah, what's Drew up to today? Maybe he got stuck working early. I can see a McNulty attack near the top of that uncategorized climb. That's this one here. Yeah, not even categorized at kilometer 110. It's got to be category 2. Yeah, we're pretty much starting to climb at kilometer 108, 109. It's false flat here. But by kilometer 2, it definitely kicks up. It's probably like an 8-kilometer climb. No categorization. UAE have a huge advantage tackle. Yeah, I mean, the team alone. Like, let's go back to the UAE team, guys. Pogi, Tim Wellens, Groschartner, McNulty, Novak, Niels Pollitt, Jonathan Narvaez. Like, dude, that's a team. That is such a strong team. And, no disrespect to the other teams, but none of these other teams compare at all. They just don't. They don't compare. Like, I don't even know who the second strongest team is here, but they don't compare to that team. Pogi out of the saddle, just rocking and rolling, guys. 133 back to Carapats. So Carapats has got a 17-second lead now, it's saying, over the group. Just burning energy out front. Saying it's still 30 degrees Celsius right now. Yeah, there's Carapats solo. Yeah, like, I don't know what his strategy is right now. I don't know. Kind of foolish. Yeah, we knew from the start that UAE had a super team. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Great team. So I guess we can already give the tour title to you-know-who. Depends on if ASO will hire some friendly people to visit the alien. Ooh. Lots of people out on the course here, guys. Carapat's riding like he's going to do something big today. I would still have stuck with that group. The UAE boys can sit on the back. We've got 2 decathlon guys there, 2 Ineos riders, 2 Trek riders, Primos, 2 Sudal, 2 Jayco Alula, Astana, Uno X, and Visma all back there. They can all work together, even if the UAE guys sit on the back. I just tell them, don't even bother going to the front and disrupting this. We need to chase. Big group coming here. Let's see how Pogi just keeps doing by himself today. Number 31, Richard Carapats for EF Education. 42 kilometers to go. I'm going to take a look at tomorrow's stage, guys. So tomorrow's stage, Locarno to Locarno. Not as difficult as today's. Early category 2. And then a bunch of climbs that aren't categorized. You can see they get descriptions. Like here's the second climb at Porza. 2 kilometers at 5.7%. They don't even talk about it. The third climb of the day, don't even talk about it. The middle climb of the day, it's not crazy hard, but no categorization. Couple of climbs at the end. Good day for a breakaway. How much energy will Pogi expend today being by himself in this heat? That's kind of my question I have for myself right now. Still a long ways to go. He still has 41 kilometers of solo riding in the heat. Number 3, Jonathan Narvaez calling the team car. Is that Narvaez? It's not the right jersey, I don't think. They say he's number 3. I don't believe he's number 3. Oh, sorry. Third rider, he's number 7. That's right. Okay, fair enough. So that number 3 actually was Felix Großscharter. So that's why he's in the wrong jersey. Jonathan Narvaez will be wearing his Ecuadorian champions jersey. Come back here. We knew the winner of the tour before the race start. And Rail, that's what I thought you meant. Rail saying, by the way, as in tour, I meant the Tour de France. Is there any other tour? Yeah, dude. There is no other race that compares to the Tour de France. Like, it just doesn't. Like, doing my videos every day, I see the numbers. And if things repeat as they did last year, which I really hope they do, it's just so much bigger. Like the Giro numbers, a quarter. The numbers that I get are a quarter, if that, of what I got for Tour de France last year. It's just so big. Rail, dude, I was going to say the same thing. Well, I think with Carapaz, he's always trying to do the attack. When it works, it looks brilliant. But most of the times, yeah, he implodes. Tomorrow looks better. Yeah, tomorrow's more of a Machu day. Today it might have been a bit too much climbing. For sure. Yeah, Aaron. Then again, what is usually good for MVDP is usually good for Pogi. Yeah, I just always think that Machu will have that edge in that last little false flat climb uphill sprint over Pogi almost every time. Rail saying it looks like there's more interesting stuff happening in Belgium. Why don't we take a look at Belgium? Belwa's Belgium tour here, guys. Oh, they got the Golden KM. I forgot about that. I love that. Rune Harrogoots out front. For guess which team, guys? For UAE. For UAE. Okay. Hubart's chasing at 5 seconds, and the pelotons at 13 seconds. Remember though, guys, this is like Sprint B Central. Tim earlier here, Jasper Philipsen. It's going to be a really nice sprint finish at this one. Binyam Girmay here. Has Binyam won anything yet this year? Third at Brussels Cycling Classics, so right there. Fourth of Dwars door Vlaanderen. He won a race earlier this year, 1 Point Pro Classica de Almeria. I do remember that. Oh, and stage 1 of Valenciana. Stage 1 of Valenciana, way back in February. Beat Arne Marit, who we just saw lead Lawrence Pithy. I was going to say the other Red Bull guy because I forgot his name, who led him out to the finish. So Arne Marit is a fast man. That's why he's involved in the sprints. Led out Pithy this morning at the Slovenian Tour race for their stage win there. Alexander Vlasov. So, not really tier 1, but still fast sprinters. And it looked like it was a tough day too. It was a tough day for Binyam earlier this year. That was way back in February, remember? A lot of the main guys probably weren't even out sprinting yet. Probably all still sitting at home, suntanning. Just, yeah. Okay. Yeah. It's one of those days, guys. Only the finest broadcasting here from Inside Cycling World. The next climb is Tejlio. It's 5.7 kilometers. So that's the climb we're on, guys. I think that's the climb we're on right now. It doesn't get a mention here. So we will zip over here. The Tejo climb is somewhere over here. Probably, maybe when we go up this way or come across here. Might be when we come across here, I think. We come across the valley system. We will be going back into a slight headwind. And then it's the category 3 after that. You can see the category 3 here in the top right-hand corner. So before that, we'll be climbing up, descending down, taking on that category 3. Pogi out front. Now it's 1 minute and 54 seconds back to Carapats. Okay, Carapats, though, is doing okay. He has a 1 minute lead over that big chase group of 17 riders. Group 4 on the road, I think, is actually starting to make some inroads. There's 10 riders that are only 25 seconds behind Group 3. And 5th road is the Vanderpool group. Rail's expecting McNuggets to attack just before the big descent off Tejo. That's 30 kilometers to go. Yeah, I could imagine UAE trying to send some help up for Pogi. Just get some more UAE riders in the top. Yeah, Benny has 2. He has that stage 1 of Catalonia, Valenciana, and then a 1-day race, Don. Yeah. Some pundits are trying to prevent a full sprint finish, and yet another UAE. UAE's everywhere. Yeah, almost gone. 2 minutes already. Will he have a 2 minutes and 30-second lead after day 1? I guess Carapats is just maybe he likes riding in the heat, and he's like, well, fine. If I can, I won't catch him, but I can finish second and be a minute ahead of everyone else. For EF, yeah, that's a good finish. Eddie's asking, I think, how are all 3 races shown? Dude, I have all 3 on Flow Bikes, believe it or not. So I kind of do this one, and then I'll try to watch the other ones later. If I have enough time, I'll watch all of them. I do like to go back and watch last year's races and the races years before. Like sometimes on Flow, I can watch 4 or 5 different versions of the same race. Like if it's a 1-day race. And they generally follow the same route every year, so you can really learn the race. Benny has 2 more wins in 2026 than 2025. Better than 0. Exactly. Okay, dudes, rolling right along here. 37 kilometers to go. Over the top of the uncategorized climb, we're going to descend for about 8 kilometers. Lumps and bumps. The 2 final climbs of the day, just category 3s. 1.4 kilometers at 9.2% and 1.1 kilometers at 12%. Earlier on, we were saying that might be too hard for Machu at the very end. He's nowhere to be seen right now. I don't think Machu is enjoying the heat today. And because it's so hot, I think it's just making it extra tough for these guys to bridge across. Because normally they'd be able to catch these guys. I mean, I think between these 2 groups, they should be able to catch them. See their locations on screen here. Yeah, 17 riders, 9 riders, and off the back, that would be the Vanderpool group right now. Carapat's over 2 minutes back. I'm going to zoom in here right now. Pogi might actually be able to look back down towards the valley and see riders coming at him here. I think there might be too many trees. He might see them in the open here. Yeah, he might see them in the open here because he's riding along some valleys. Oh, no. They might just, nah. Sorry, Pogi's disappeared. He's like a ghost. That's a perfect way to ride. Just out of sight, out of mind. No one knows what he's doing. Well, they do because they're watching TV in the cars, but... Yeah, Pogi's racing in Zone 2. Has 3 minutes on the chasing group. Yeah, Pogi's racing Zone 2 at 340 watts, probably. Justin Case is betting on him earlier. Philipsen Showdown over the Belloise Belgium Tour. Aaron said, I'm not sure Pogi really races with his power meter and zone stuff. He just races with instinct. Yeah, I'm actually trying to see if he's got a head unit on right now on his bike. I didn't see it before. Let's have a quick look. Come on. Just pan down. Yeah, I don't think he has one on. Unless it's just hidden down low that I can't see it because he's got those bars that do this. But I don't know if he has a head unit on. He may not. Okay, bouncing back to Carapats here. Dudes, I'm going to jump back to Belloise. See what's going on over there. 14 kilometers to go in that one. Harrogoots out front. Peloton at 20 seconds. I kind of feel like I should throw that one on soon. You know what I'll do? I'm going to wait a few kilometers, and I'm going to, if I remember, throw that one on, because at least I think I have it right now. We're going to jump. Yeah, dude, I have that one live. Live. What should I do here? Dude, you know what? I'm going to watch the Belloise Belgium tour right now. We know we got Pogi going. We got Carapats chasing. They're going to be in a slower 10 kilometers than these 13 kilometers here. That's going to be pretty fast. Finish here at the Belloise Belgium tour. So what we'll do is let's just bounce out for a second, jump to the Belloise Belgium tour, Rune Harrogoots. For that team you've never heard, that obscure team, Team UAE Emirates. Perhaps you've heard of them. They're everywhere. Now it's saying he has a 17-second lead. I'm waiting to see him on camera, actually. There's a gigantic peloton chasing after him. Dylan Van Barl for Soudal Quickstep pulling in the peloton. Wow, so different, the scenery here. Like, just I'm like, where am I looking at now? Just different buildings. We're in Belgium. Different scenery than where we are in Italy here for the Tour de Suisse at the other race. Soudal doing a lot of work on the front here. 11 kilometers to go. 18 seconds to Harrogoots out front. Here he is. Camera finally jumps from, and he is going. Rune Harrogoots. Let's learn about him. Belgian rider. He's 27 years old, from Aalst in Belgium. I would say not a ton of huge. Got 9th at the Copenhagen Sprint. You know what? That's the motivation and the confidence he needs for this kind of race. That 9th place overall, his brain goes, yeah, I can do this. I can do this. Even though he had 4 DNFs early this year. Guys, so much mental stuff in this game. You know, how would you like to be on a World Tour team, the biggest team in the world? DNF. Week later, DNF. 3 weeks later, DNF. 4 days later, DNF. You just gotta stay there. This 9th place, man, he's feeling it. His legs feel good. Rune's going for it. Gadoosh. Rune Harrogoots. Alpecin now on the front doing some work. Alpecin and Soudal. Oh, yeah, that is Alpecin. I think Alpecin and Soudal Decathlon coming through next. Let's take a look at Decathlon. Who do we got? So for Alpecin, obviously Jasper Philipsen. For Soudal Quickstep, Tim Merlier. Olav Koy. Olav Koy right there too, guys. This is going to be an absolute bang. If you like banging, guys, do you like banging? Do you like banging? It's happening. Yeah, bang time. Coming up. 9.4 kilometers to go here. Pogi, other race, having a cup of tea, doing a nice little ride. Don't worry about it. He's good. What is Aaron asking me here? Guys, I'm really blind today. I spent a lot of time outside the last 3-4 days, and I think my eyes have just been pummeled by the wind. Okay. This might be trouble for Pogi. This race is probably easier than his training rides. Yeah. I think Vanderpool is just chilling today. Yeah, guys, at some point, too, that's what's going to happen. If you're like, oh, okay, Pogi's already up the road 3 minutes, I'm just going to relax. Mathieu Vanderpool has no intention or ambitions to win the race because it's not possible, but he can win stages. So depending how the stage turns out, maybe if it wasn't 30 degrees Celsius and it was 21, more of a Mathieu Vanderpool stage. The heat's going to hurt a lot. Rail wants UAE completely banished from the Tour de France. Okay, so Pogi's saying he trains with data. I think they all train with data, but race time, some don't do it anymore. Unibet Rose Rockets right at the front too. Uno X moving up. Lots of road furniture, guys, dipping all around it. Metal pylons on the road. Yeah, that's smart. I think they're here to slow cars down on this road. You kind of got to chicane through them. Sudal doing all the work on the front. Now Alpecin comes through. Decathlon, Unibet Rose Rockets. Sudal rider slips right in behind the Alpecin rider. 7.5 kilometers to go here over at the 95th Baloise Belgian Tour, guys. Chapeau to Billy, Richard Carapats for fully committing today. Rail, the best way would be to provoke Pogi to go from very far out in the tour, fake a weakness, and then for once organize behind and chase him down. Let him cook at the front all day long. Yeah, I would hate this. Dave's back. Dave, good morning, Dave. I would hate seeing Pogi ride angry. The motorcycle wouldn't be able to keep up. If Skelmos and Remco could do this in Amstel, then Jonas can also do this at the Tour. Yeah, guys, there's got to be ways, strategies to do this. Harrogut's at the front right now. Actually, I'm looking at Harrogut's bike here too. I think maybe their head units on their bike computer, might be just kind of tucked down low, because I can't see his either. Remember, they have those bars that flare up really high. Illegal. No, I'm just kidding. What was it, that guy that keeps getting banned? People are saying they ride the same equipment. Yeah, but his are stretched out like 15 feet. Yep. He's got the hands down very low. I can see what he's saying, though, because people say he's resting his forearms on the handlebars, which is not allowed anymore, right? Yeah, it looked like he was almost doing it there. Hard to tell, though, from this angle. How much moto pacing do we think Pogi is getting today? Looks like they were staying away from him pretty much. Dave, Colin, everyone likes banging. Sometimes even on the bike. Exactly, Dave. Now we're talking. Come on! Okay, we found Benny. Oh, Alpecin lining it out. There's number 11, Jasper Philipsen. Remember when he used to be Jasper the Disaster? Jasper the Disaster on the Netflix series, Tour de France Unchained. Yeah, and then he starts going, ooh, there's Benny right now. Number 71, Benyam Gourmay. He's got 4 teammates with him. Ooh, 21, Tim Merlier is right beside Benyam right now. Tim's reaching down, and guess what? He's tightening those friggin' shoes. Just tight, cinch them right down. No blood flow, full max power for max power blast off. Yeah, the motorbikes are actually drafting off Pogi right now. Trek comes up. Yeah, dude, I love the sprint trains lining it out. Guys, some people, are more into the climbs. I kind of like all of it. I think my favorite stuff, I love the big sprint trains. I love the breakaway. And I love the TT. The climbs are just kind of, I always find the climbs to be kind of anticlimactic. Don't even know if I said that word. Rune Harrogut's here, head down, trying to stay away. 11 seconds. You can see them lurking now. Rune, it's over, dude. It's over. They're coming hard now. I hunger. You guys know what that's from? Let me know. I hunger. I tried the best I could there. Tried the best I could to do that impersonation. 3 riders for Unibet here. Probably the Quebecy bros. And, let's see who's here for Unibet. And Lucas Kubis. Lucas Kubis is fast, guys. He's fast. I bet you that's the Kopecky bros. Rory Townsend is fast too. So Unibet has a pretty good looking team here. Ooh, the road narrows up big time here. This might give Rune a little bit of a breathing room. It's going to give Rune some room is what I'm trying to say. There is a climb here. It's called the Dongelstrat. Teams pulling the peloton. Unibet. Yeah, the Dongelstrat. 700 meters at 4.2%. The road went from 2 lanes down to a bike path. Unibet sits on the front. Will this help Rune Harrogoots? Nope, they're coming. They're coming right now. They are after him, guys. Rune's doing everything he can to stay away right now. It's Decathlon, Tudor Pro Cycling, and Unibet pulling at the front. Who is here for Tudor, guys? Who is our Tudor sprint man here? Well, Mazzato? It's got a bit of a sprint on him. I'm not sure in this team. I don't know. I'd love to see Kubis win, but I don't think he will. A lot of big hitters here, guys. A lot of big hitters. Dawn, you're the man. Dawn is OG champion. Dawn, I'm surprised you got it. I'm surprised you got that, dude. I guess I did it pretty good. Definitely bang time here. Merlier, Benny, Crab, all the big hitters in the sprinters bunch. Jasper the Disaster. Dawn says right here, I Hunger is from a 1980s video game called Sinistar. I Hunger. Exactly, dude. One of my favorite games. Guys, let's just watch this one finish here. It's under 3 kilometers to go at the Baloise Belgium Tour. I think this race today might be a bit more exciting than the Tour de Suisse. We're just watching Pogi right away at that one. This one, we're watching one of his teammates holding on for dear life. 2.6 kilometers to go. He's still got 10 seconds. He has 10 seconds. And the front of the peloton is getting very, very skinny. Watch out for the road furniture. Baloise, Belgium rider. Baloise, what's the team called? What is the team called, Colin? You know, this team. Team Flanders Baloise. That's what they're calling them now. They all swung to the right-hand side of the road there. Rune hanging out still. He's still holding on for dear life. 12 seconds. He's actually pulled a couple seconds back now. Yeah, just the way he kind of rests. I could see why people say... Because, dude, that guy that keeps getting banned, he likes to rest his hands in a certain way. And they're saying, well, you can't do that. But yeah, it kind of looks like they do it. I don't think they are, but it just looks like it. 2 kilometers to go. 2 clicks out now, guys. Big sprint coming up. Big sprint coming. Okay, Rails got it. Two-door sprint guy is Arvid Decline. Dude, I want to take a look at him. We need to know who every cyclist is here. And I don't pretend to know all of them, guys. So thank you, Rail, for letting me know. Oh, yeah, dude. Huge. 32 years old, from the Netherlands. Not an overly big dude, but good sprint numbers. Brussels Cycling Classic, he finished 5th. So he's definitely a fast guy. Who did he finish against there? Jordi Meus, Milan Fretten, Binyam Girmay, Fritz Weisterbros, and there's Arvid Decline right there. So Tudor does have a decent sprinter here. Older guy too. So old, 32 years old. An old man, essentially. Dawn, I've spent many quarters at the pizza place around the corner from my house. They used to switch the arcade machines. Oh my, dude, the one I probably spent the most money on in my life was probably Defender. Bali, Defender. You know, the side-scrolling thing flying around. Dude, I love that game. Okay. Oh, Chopper, sick balls. Oh, God, guys. This group is demented. You guys are sick. Not me. Dude, it's only 800 meters to go here. Rune's still out front. They're probably 2 to 3 seconds behind him here. Astana pulling now. Binyam is right center, jumps on the Astana wheels. He's done with his teammates. The last NSN rider pulls off. Binyam has to jump on the Astana's boys wheels. Binyam going right down the middle with 100 meters to go. Dude, I think Binyam's got it. Binyam, Intermarché, somewhat. No. I think Merlier might have just pipped Binyam at the finish line. Might have. He threw his bike. NSN guys are putting their arms in the air. Maybe Binyam said, I got it. Binyam rode right down the center line of the road. We don't even have a result here yet. They're probably checking. Biniam looks pretty happy. I would have said Biniam at first, but the way Tim threw his bike at the last second, Tim's not celebrating, so he probably didn't get it. I think Biniam's got his third win of the year. Yeah, winner stage 1 right here. Seeing it right now. They do say it's a photo finish, though. So let's just hold on. Hold the phone. Lock in, guys. Lock in. NSN's celebrating. Lucas Kubis is right nearby for Unibet Rose Rockets. Dave played Asteroids, Pac-Man, Miss Pac-Man, Frogger, and I played them all. Played them all. Yeah, everyone's saying Benny won it. Sure looked like it, but Tim was really close. I'd like the... Yeah, okay, there. They give the win to Biniam now. So Biniam gets the win there, guys. I'd love to see a photo finish here quickly. What I'll do is come back to the Tour de Suisse and watch it. Let's just see it here. How close is it? Guys, the width of his deep section rim, that's it. It was about that much. 2 to 3 inches. 3-4 inches, maybe. Tim was coming in hot. Tim came in hot, guys. Back to the Tour de Suisse, stage 1. Remember, that's where we're at. We got Taddeo up front. It's saying 2:05 to Richard Carapaz. 3 minutes 41 seconds to a group of 17. 5 minutes further back. I'm going to watch a replay here again over the top view. Man, Rune Harrigoots thought he had it. He was so close. So close. Biniam was really smart. Like when he lost his teammate, he just jumped on the Astana boys. There's 3 Astana riders there. Jumped on the wheel to him. The Intermarché guys got a little bit blocked. Ooh, sketchy riding from the two-door rider. He almost took out got taken out by the banners on the right-hand side of the road. I'm sure that was their sprinter we talked about, Arvid. Came flying up and had to hesitate. Yeah, Biniam knows. Yeah, okay, good job, Biniam. Like, awesome job. He surfed those wheels perfectly, used the other teams to get the victory. Tim knew at the finish line he didn't have it. Watching the replay, Tim kind of put his head down, just shook his head like that. Like, so close. So close from earlier. Okay, dudes, I'm going to bounce right back to Tour de Suisse here. Hang on 1 second. Yeah, we're everywhere. We are everywhere here on the channel. Inside Cycling World Colin. Guys, hit the like button. If you're here, hit the like button now before you forget. Please. Benny, a gadoosh. Dude, that was a total gadoosh. Rail, never was an arcade guy, but I did play some of the Terminator game as a child. More of a darts. Dude, I played all the arcade games. All of them. That was our escape as kids. We'd escape to the mall and play the arcade. Away from the parents. Ride our BMX bikes. Up to the mall. No parents. The bike rides seemed like we were going on a big adventure. It was probably like 2 miles. But it seemed like, wow, we're leaving home. Great. Get the snacks, guys. Get the snacks. You know what? We never once carried water. Right? Did anyone carry a water bottle when they were like 12 years old and they were gone all day riding their bike? Not once. We didn't drink at all. If we did, it was a garden hose. Yeah, dirty on the end. It doesn't matter. Walk it off, bro. Just a bit of dirt. Anthony's back. Hey, dudes. Biniam just won over the Baloise Belgium Tour. So Benny's a winner there. Aaron saying Mass losing 5 minutes. Yeah, let's take a look at that. So Movistar. Okay, I'm lost. Yeah, haven't even mentioned Movistar today. Nairo Quintana's here, guys. Roger Adria, Jorge Arcas, Orluis Aluar, their sprinter, Enric Mas, Javier Romo, and Peleo Sanchez. Is this a Movistar type race? I don't know. Who's their GC guy here? Nairo Quintana? Quintana, 36 years old, retiring at the end of this year. So we'll see Nairo at the Tour de Suisse. He'll disappear for a while, do some training, and then he will come back to finish probably his career at the Vuelta España. Poggy's got 22 kilometers to go, guys, with a 2 minutes and 8 second lead. On the descent here, I'll show you where Poggy is right now. Descending right now on the way to the Category 3. I'd say some technical corners here too. Lots of rails, things that you can kind of clip by accident. The rails will keep you from going over the edge, but you could easily clip them too. Sticking your leg out too far, cutting the corner too hard. Wow. Nairo Quintana, 36 years old. I think he looks like he's 46. Maybe 56. 5 kilometers to the foot of Ponte in Valtellina. Which is only 1.4 kilometers at 9.2%, though it's a Category 3 climb. Pogi just showing people how it's done. Benny coming into form for Tour de France, beating him earlier is a great feat. Yeah, dude, totally. Maybe Benny's back this year. I don't think he won anything last year at the Tour de France. Benny has been a regular this year from rail. He's already won Almere Sprint and third in Brussels. Dude, he also had that first one of the year that we talked about, Valenciana. Stage 1, he won that. Anthony's saying, I like the way the Swiss have both the women's and the men's race on the same day on a similar route. Other races should follow suit. Yeah, what they do is the women went out really early and they do a portion of this route. In fact, this sprint point here, I can't even say that right now. The sprint point coming up, we'll just call it that. The sprint point. I remember that from the women's race this morning. Pretty sure I saw that name. And guys, still sweltering here, 30 degrees Celsius. Apparently it cooled down to 24 in one little spot. It must have been like a vortex. Carapats at 2 minutes and 6 seconds. Colin needs water. Too much coffee. Aaron, who is Mark Hershey racing for? And is this his first race? Is this his first race? It can't be. Mark Hershey. Two-door. Quite a few races, one-day races. The Mallorca races early in the year. 7th place at the Portuguese race, the Champions Classic. February 14th, Valentine's Day. He did the Phone Drum Classic. Best place this year would be that 7th place. But he also got a 14th place at the GP McGill Endering. Ion Zagira won that. Quinn Simmons, Alex Baudin. Seen a replay of Carapats here. Okay, I thought something sketchy was going to happen there on the building. The buildings here, huge chicane through these buildings on every corner. So you got a building on your left shoulder, chicane, building on your right shoulder, coming out, building on your left shoulder, like dangerous. Aaron Brewer was there, Baggioli, Scaroni, Van Eetvelt, Champoussin, Baloki, the dude's name I can't say, Brady Gilmore, Peo Bilbao. So Hershey was right there with them. Yeah, Hershey is a pretty talented rider still, and he's only 27 years old. Man, it feels like he's been around forever. Yeah, I think we've been watching him since he was 19 years old. Yeah, he was Team Sunweb. That's when he made his big breakout year. I think 2019 for Mark Hershey. Yeah, dude, look at him. Okay, so 2019, that's what we're looking at right now. That was his first World Tour year. Sunweb went World Tour in 2019. 19th at Milano Torino. 13th at the World's Individual Time Trial under 23. Deutschland, 6th in the GC. Bink Bank, I like that. Binky Bank, 5th place. Tour de Suisse, 51st. Tour of Norway, 15th. Yeah, he had some really good results. Yeah, that was his kind of up and coming year. Yeah, we've been watching him for 8 years straight. He's kind of did really well at the beginning, then disappeared for a little bit. 17.5 kilometers to go, guys. Pogi is on the climb right now, the Category 3 climb. 1.4 kilometers at 9.2% gradient. And we're going to jump back. Yeah, Justin, Jasper was nowhere to be found. Yeah, I didn't see any Alpecin guys there. Don's talking about riding the bikes to the 7-Eleven. Yeah, you only got a drink when you got your Slurpee. But there was no thought of carrying water. None. Dave had a Peugeot thermal bottle that I won from a local bike shop and carried it, never used it on the bike. Who needs water? Who needs what? What's wrong with us? Why do we need water, but we didn't when we were 12? Who used to play around outside with no shoes on? Come home with like the bottoms of your feet just black from the roads. I loved it. Okay, I'm going to catch up. Oh, right here. Eddie's saying Arvid de Kleen. I think it's Arvid, right? I think it's Arvid de Kleen is a 6-time stage winner in the Tour of Langkawi. Boo. Dave, I grew up on the beach, so video games were not primary interest. Swimsuits on the other end. Ooh, look out, Dave. You're going to get us in trouble. Yeah, Dave, this is Don. Nairo Quintana lives on his bike, baking in the sun. He looked like he was 40 when he was 22. Yeah, Nairo Quintana looked 40 when he was in grade 7. That's what I think. I'd love to see some pictures of him. He's always looked old. Dude, he's going to age well, though. If he stays the way he looks right now, when he's 80, he's still going to look 40. Am I right? Okay, dudes. Looks like Trek's trying to pull something off here. I saw someone commented about it, too, that Baggioli was jumping up the road. So he's just under 1 minute behind Carapaz. Again, guys, there's podium positions to be won here. There's other teams involved. It's not just about Pogi. EF and Trek are capitalizing on this themselves. Is Marlon Reuser doing the women's race? Good question. Tour de Suisse, women's. Marlon Reuser. Where's Movistar? Yeah, she is. So she's in there. And guys, I do know lots of these names here. Kim Lacourt, awesome. So good. Justine Gekir, awesome. Erska, awesome. Marlon Reuser's awesome. Leanne Liepert, awesome. Cash is in the race. Zoe Backstead. Tiffany Cromwell. She's got to be getting pretty veteran now. 37 years old, still racing. Just won the national championships in Australia in the gravel race. Yeah. But 37, still doing it. So she's like a forerunner. Cedrine Carabol for EF. Very, very, very good cyclist. Yara Castellan, great climber for Phoenix Premier Tech. Juliette Berthet, a.k.a. Juliette Labousse from last year. Yeah, who's on FTJ here? Berthet, Coke, Phoenix. We've got Sarah Casasola, Yara Castellan. Lucinda Brand is racing too. Besides Lorena, Lucinda. It's my other girl right there. Anyway, guys, we'll jump back to the men's race here. Maybe tomorrow I'll try to do a little bit more of the women's race. Maybe jump on a bit earlier. See if I ever have a real life. Nairo's story is that as a child, he was every day climbing up to his school on a bike. Yeah. Recent Hershey is nowhere near the level of 2020 Hershey. Yeah, agreed. But he has some really good late year races. Like, let's just take a look at him again. There was just a couple years ago, like, he was so dominant at the end of the year. I would say 2024 maybe. Boom. Guys, just take a long pause. Long pause. Yeah, look at 2024. End of the year for Mark Hershey. Starting with the Czech Tour. First place, second place, wins the Czech Tour. Wins the points classification. Third in the mountains classification. Then San Sebastian Classic. Wins it. Britannia Classic. World Tour race. Wins it. GP Industria and Artigianato. Wins it. Coppa Sabatini. Wins it. Marco Pantani. Wins it. That end of the year. And dudes, to be honest, I really wasn't watching these late season races. Kind of for me, it was like Tour de France done. It's all different now. Yeah, he was brilliant at the end of this year. This is what Del Toro did last year. Del Toro did pretty much a repeat of this in 2025. So yeah, he was super popular or super successful early on, kind of vanished that year there, 2024, the end of the year. Just incredible. Love looking at the details, guys. Love it. Taddy's out front, guys. 220 back to Kirapats. A further 45 seconds back to, 55 seconds back to Baggioli. 4:37, guys. They're just riding through the day now. No one's chasing now. It's like, let's survive the heat. Hopefully the other guys don't blow themselves up too bad. Dave's asking which old team name would you like to have back in the peloton, I guess. Don always carried water bottles on his bike. Yeah, Don, I did too when I was road riding, but I used to spend hours riding around like on a BMX or just like another bike, and there was never a water bottle. It was just find water somewhere. Yeah, Fab. Hershey ain't getting anything anymore from the Saunier Duval pharmacy anymore. Results show it. Except that 2024 year. Like, it's just incredible, really. Dude, I like Aaron's comment here. Hershey on the list of the best bike riders very few have heard of. And that's what I would say too. Like, he's kind of disappeared, but also at the same time not. Like, how do you win all those races at the end of the year and not be considered a really, really talented cyclist? If we go look at Pogi here, watch this. We'll look at the team, which I can't get to that way. We'll find, okay. This is not what I want. Can I do it here? Usually it should show all the riders. Why are we not seeing all the riders? I don't know. I'm trying to find Del Toro the easiest route possible. Can I not click on your name? Teams. Yeah, let's do this. We'll try this. Del Toro. Last year, guys, take a look at what he did. Kind of the same thing at those races. First at GP Industria, first at Alfredo, Toscana, we'll call it. First at Sabatini, only 31st at Pantani. Hershey won it. First at Matteotti, so did Hershey do the same thing. So these end of the season races here, wow, look at them. First. That was Mexico. Veneto was a big race though. First place. Il Lombardia 5th. Piemonte 1st. It's kind of what Hershey did the year before. Bouncing back, guys, let's catch the end of the race here. 13.4 kilometers to go. We're looking at Greasy Stash there. Brandon McNulty. Yeah, dude. I don't know about this stash. I'm just going to have a good look at like that. Greasy. Brandon McNulty looks like he should be living circa 1937 with a cap on. What do you think? That's what I think. He's got that look. Old team name, I would bring back Carrera Jeans. Yeah. With their little, was they the ones with the suspenders? Dude, Poggy looks like he's just on a tour. He's just touring, taking on some water. I think he might be having a little bit of a gel there. Descending right now. Ooh, this is a sketchy corner. Yeah, if you're not paying attention there. 228 back to Carapats, 313 to Baggioli. Yeah, the finish, it is what it is, guys, today. They're all coming back. Visma will be Rabobank. FTJ might be GAN. Yeah. Anthony's asking, guys, isn't Jonathan Narvaez overdoing it? He just came back from the Giro. What's Narvaez doing for the rest of the year? I do. Just a few days ago, he raced at the Ecuador Road Race Champions. Oh, we don't want that. Sorry, guys. That's a number I don't recognize. So, actually, I think I do. Do I recognize that phone number? I don't know. I'll have to just go to voicemail, and I'll get that in a second, guys. That could be work-related. Let me just see. Yes, it is. Hopefully he's got that toilet fixed. I don't know. Anyways, dudes, rolling right along. She gone. Yeah, dude, there's so many. Bora is T-Mobile. Movistar is Banesto, Kelme. What would be Onse? Tudor? Yeah, dudes love it. Yeah, he's leaving me a voicemail. Urgh. Well, I think he can wait. Okay, we got 11 kilometers to go for Pogi. How does the finish line look here? Yeah, so back here, look at this. Jonathan Narvaez, think about this. So he raced the Giro, which finished on May 29th. Then he'd have to fly all the way home to Ecuador, race the Ecuadorian Championships on June 12th, fly straight back. I mean, okay, yeah, I get it. There's a few days in there, but yeah, he's doing a lot of traveling right now. Uh, okay. Guys, I got a lot of info going on here. I'm looking at messages coming in. I'm looking at voicemails coming in. I want to answer them, but I don't want to answer them. Our dirt bikes didn't have water bottle cages. I would just carry stuff in my Yan Sport backpack. I remember the Yan Sports. Fab's like, I wonder where you are keeping Techno Viking. And Niels Pollitt. Cinzano was a big sponsor, I think. Yeah, I believe so too. Baggioli taking that same corner that Poggi just took with those rusty railings. Yeah, when you're a dude like Poggi, you get used to riding by yourself. Yeah, totally. Okay. 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 Sorry, guys. That's all work-related stuff. Sorry about that. Yeah, Dave's saying at a bike show a few years ago, shop was clearing out team kit for $160. Should have got it. Absolutely. Bring back Jelly Belly, a US Conti team, I believe. Okay, guys, got to catch up. Jelly Belly is EF, if I'm not mistaken. The EF Draft Pack were already racing when Jelly Belly were racing. Yeah, dude, Mapei jerseys were some of the coolest jerseys out there. I got to think about some here. I always like La Vie Claire. That was kind of my first favorite jersey. Now we're talking about syringing. I'm not sure what we're talking about. Yeah, I hope there's no syringing out here. Dudes, 9.3 Ks to go. So, here, let's get some imagery as to what's going on out here. This is Poggi riding solo right now. 8.4 kilometers to go, it's saying. This looks like this is live. That same corner. The camera crews have been a lot on this corner, it seems. 8.9 Ks to go, 8.3 to go there. Pro Cycling Stats is saying 8.6. Okay, that's probably the closest to what I'm seeing on Flow Bikes here. We got Poggi out front by himself, masterclass in how to dominate the entire field of pro cyclists. 2:10 back, we got Richard Carapaz. 32 seconds on top of that, we got Andre Baggioli, the Lidl truck rider here. 27 years old. Dude, he's from Sondrio. He's riding home. Dudes, think about how many times he's ridden these roads around here. I wonder if that's why he finds himself in third place right now. He just knows the roads. Baggioli here, born in Sondrio. That's where we're at, guys. Okay, well, that's not going to work because now I've zoomed right out. But this whole valley system, we finish back in Sondrio. This is Sondrio right here. See that in that corner there, that kilometer zero we started with, that was Sondrio. So he's basically riding on his home roads. Can't get any better than that. We have one category 3 climb still to go, and it is, I think, 12% gradient. Poggi will just smash over that. Carapaz should be good for second place. Baggioli's going to stay away. So your 1, 2, 3 are pretty much determined right now. Yeah, Bordihi, whatever it's called here at the end, that's the category 3 we're talking about. On Pro Cycling Stats, it does say that it's 12% average gradient. Yeah, 1.1 at 12% gradient. Leg snapper. Mappe and Jelly Belly had some nice kits. I regret not picking up an AG2R kit. That's from Dawn. I actually like the brown kit of AG2R. It's just different. Brown, but it works. Billy loses time. So that's Richard Carapaz. He's losing time to Group 3, which is Baggioli. Yeah, it's down to 30 seconds. It was a minute before. Guys, so let's take a look at the classifications here in the points jersey. For mountains, Pogi has 11 points. He's going to pick up another 3 at the next climb. Fred still got 6. Is Fred still in the second group? Fred is not in the second group anymore. So Fred's vanished from there. Little replay here of Carapaz. What happened? Goes quite wide. It looks like on that right-hand bend. Yeah, he does. He almost hit the rail on the far side. His back tire just stepped out before he corrected himself. Probably hears that Baggioli's coming and trying to ride a little bit harder here now. They're talking about biggest victories per rider. Okay, well, Poggi, obviously Tour de France. Tim Wellens, the Renui Tour. Felix Großschartner won the Tour of Turkey. McNulty won the Tour of Poland, I believe last year. Yeah, it was Tour of Poland last year. McNulty won that. I think that race was on at the same time as Burgos, I believe. And I had to pick one, and I picked Burgos to fully cover. Domin Novak, he's the Slovenian road race champion. That's hard to believe, right? Isn't it? 2024 and 2019. There's another guy from there too. Don't worry about it. Walk it off. Niels Pollitt, the Deutschland Tour. When did he win the Deutschland Tour? 2021. With his teammate Pascal Ackermann in second place. Christoph Dylan Toynes, Zimmerman, Marco Haller. Remember that guy? Where's he now? Marco Haller is still around. He's riding for Tudor. 35 years old, has a contract to the end of this year. Wow. Then Jonathan Narvaez, his biggest win, they say, is the Santos Tour Down Under. Sure, I'll say that too. That was early this year, guys. Boom, 5 kilometers to go, guys. AG2R Argyle kit was classy. Baggioli slowly catching Carapaz. Yeah, dude, 17 seconds. And again, I think that's why Carapaz kind of like on that road. He's like, I got to go faster. And he just overcooked the corner, and he did a little correction right before he hit that swervy, curvy aluminum rail barrier thing on the side of the road. Barrier thing. Whitley Bay saying, I think Carapaz is going to be caught. Yeah, dude, I think he's going to be caught on that final climb. Baggioli's flying right now. Remember, too, Baggioli's home roads. He's probably climbed every road around here. Yeah. Carapaz is running, guys. He is running right now. Just going to refresh that, and maybe we can see closer here. So that's Poggi under 5 kilometers to go. Not that far back, we've got Carapaz at 2:15, and just in the open fields behind him, here is Baggioli now. They're saying it's 40 seconds there. It's not 40 seconds. It is not. So Poggi picked up sprint points, so did Carapaz and Baggioli. So we're probably going to see Carapaz wearing the points jersey tomorrow. As soon as this one's done, guys, I'm going to have to just jump off because I'm getting a call here from that plumber right away. But he's going to have to wait too. We'll see what happens here. I would like to call him, but I can't. I'd have to step outside and get away from Poggi, Carapaz, Baggioli here. Yeah, here it's saying it's 17 seconds. And Pro Cycling Stats is saying 3.9. Don't believe that. 4.5 is more correct. PCS kind of really throws off the distances at the very end, and then they'll back him up later. Fred's dead. Fred's dead. Go, Richard, go. Richard's trying to hang on here. Pogi is climbing up through. Dude, it's quite the thing when you see Pogi out of the saddle all the way on a climb. Tons of spectators here, too. Pogi is over the top of the Category 3, descending now. Carapat's chasing him. 232, 204. So it looks like Carapats might have pulled a little bit more time back. They're saying it's two. Yeah, here we go. It just corrected itself. 204 to 233. So Carapats got a bit of time back on. It was as low as 17 seconds. Now it's out to 31. So Carapats is killing himself, trying to stay ahead of Baggioli here. Baggioli looking more composed on the bike, I would say. He looks more relaxed on this climb. Maybe he's like, okay, you know what? Good enough. I'm fine with third, and Carapats is frantically trying to keep second place. Riding a lot harder, it looks like. 26 seconds now. So they should be done this pretty quick, because I do need to actually call that guy back. I don't want him sitting there waiting on me. Once we're over the top, the race will be over pretty quick. So at the top of the climb, I think we'll be under 4 kilometers to go. Yeah, we hit the 5 kilometer. It's a 1.1 kilometer climb. That puts us at 4 kilometers to the finish. Mostly downhill with a tiny little uphill false flat finish. Top results for Baggioli. Stage 3 at Ronde Izard? I don't know. Tour de Ain, Stage 3 in 2021. Carapat's climbing all the way, guys. Looking over his shoulder. He's a little bit worried here. It's 23 seconds back and back to Baggioli. Now it bounces again. Kind of pulling each other back. Carapat's really gritting his teeth here. I'd like to have a good look at Baggioli's face here. Number 71 for Lidl Trek. Looks really smooth, not rocking much at all. I think Carapats is going to stay away, though. Yeah, Whitley Bay saying Billy has about 20 seconds over Baggioli. Pogi, easy win, guys. Easy win for Pogi coming up. Cameras are mostly on Carapats. Bouncing back to Baggioli here. Looks like 25 seconds now. I think it gets really steep at the top. Pogi was out of the saddle here, climbing over the top, over the Europe car banner. Okay. Breaking news, guys. Breaking news from the world of property management. This toilet is as old as dirt, and we need to replace it. Okay, I guess we're going to replace it. I think we're replacing the toilet. So, guys, I'm just going to send him a message quick. I want him to know I'm listening to him. We'll call you in 5 minutes. They can't even get an auger through it. Okay, back at her, guys. That should keep him happy now. He's already read it. Needs to replace the toilet. So, yeah, there's that. I'm going to message him again. And I'll take care of that. Sorry, guys. Doesn't it suck when work gets in the way? I'm here to do cycling. But I am serious about my job too, guys. I'm very serious about it. I love being a property manager. Just meeting people, scheduling things, flying around to different places. Yesterday when I got home, I thought I was going all the way back out to Drum, which I didn't have to. Aaron just got a 7-Eleven Coke delivery from his daughter. Life is good. It makes me think of the 1980s kit and team. Okay, swim meet tonight. We got a swim meet. Fab Cycling saying probably not the toilet if it is not broken and just the wax. Dude, I guess it's all plugged up. He says he can't even get an auger through it. I don't know if they broke it when they were trying to get the auger through. It doesn't really matter. The Residential Tenancies Act, the toilet has to work. It's kind of like basic living standards. If the toilet doesn't work, it has to work. So it will be replaced. UE is going to start losing screen time with Pogi racing, as we all know what's going to happen. Yeah, dude, they are following Pogi right now to the finish. Dude, he's just kind of chilled. Super chill Pogi. Yeah, and that little finishing kick is a lot steeper than I thought. Pogi is out of the saddle with 300 meters to go. Just slowly climbing his way to the finish. Well, actually, he's probably moving about 35k an hour. That would be me pretty much all out time trial mode. 200 meters to go. What an easy victory. That's ridiculous. Mr. Dominance himself. I think he's probably been hanging out in the 10x10 cube of cycling dominance. I think that's where Pogi's success comes from. If you've heard of it, let me know. If you've heard of the 10x10 cube of cycling dominance. Yeah, nice salute, Pogi. Arms out and then just straight up in the air. They finished on some cobblestones after the finish line, guys. Yeah, dude, I don't know. I'm going to have to call the guy. I just sent the plumber out. And, yeah, dude, it's a rental, so it might be a little bit beat up. Stage wins in the most different tours. So, yeah, I did know this. Pogi now has 7, so he's tied Nairo Quintana and Laurent Jalabert. So the major tours, which will be like Catalonia, Itzulia, Paris-Nice, Tirreno Adriatico, Tour of Romandy, Tour of Switzerland. What's the first one? ARA? I know what that was. The very first one of the year. The Portuguese race. What is the Portuguese race? ARA. Yeah, I just don't have the name in my head right now. See, I'm losing it. I've lost it. Carapaz looks back. He's desperately hanging on here. Hanging on. I think he's got it. Let's have a look here. What does that mean? They're on average over 3,000 vertical meters in race victories for Pogi. So if it's over 3,000 meters, he's probably going to win. That's what I'm getting out of that one. Solo wins by Pogi. 81 kilometers still the longest. And today was a 69.5 solo victory by Pogi. So a little bit short of his Strade Bianche record. Fab Cycling, the 10x10 carbon monoxide cube of cycling excellence of Gianetti. And yeah, let's just suck in some carbon monoxide. Dudes, Pogi wins. Carapaz will be getting second place here. He has held off Baggioli. I will see if this dude has messaged me back. Okay. Yep, okay, so we got that, plus the initial service call. Okay, it's going to have to be done. Okay. Dudes, I'm probably going to jump here right away. So we got Carapaz finishing second place. Here comes Baggioli across the line. I think once they're across the line, I'm going to have to jump because I do got to take care of this. I got to get... yeah, that's just going to have to be fixed, I think. I think I have full approval to go ahead and do that. Baggioli finishes in third place here. Dudes, let's take a look at tomorrow's stage. I just got to jump ahead because I got to get this done. Tomorrow's stage, like we were saying before, breakaway day. It may be a day for Vanderpool. This is slowing down on me now. Not as tough tomorrow. I don't think it'll be as easy for Pogi to break away from some of the fast guys, the strong riders, without some big hills in the way. Start of the day will be tough, though. We got a Category 2 right off the rip. 5.3 kilometers at 6.3%. So it's going to be an interesting day. We got 2 climbs at the very finish as well. So that should be a very interesting day. When does it start tomorrow? Dudes, let me just check this quickly. What kind of life am I going to have tomorrow? Good one. Starts at 10 after 6 in the morning, guys. Dudes, I'm going to have to jump today real quick because I got to take care of this stuff here right now. I'm going to jump back to my channel for a second. Dudes, thanks for being here. Please hit the little thumb likes button so that more people will see the video. I'm going to jump. Dudes, thanks for watching. Pogi wins stage 1. Probably going to win a couple more stages, particularly stage 5. Still watching people finish. I really want to watch you guys, but I got to jump and take care of some work stuff. Dudes, thank you for watching. Thank you, Inside